What's going on, guys? So, getting ready for the show. Because I do the show with Jeff, he's my co-host. Usually you guys are used to me being the master of vlogging as I do. I walk around and I vlog myself. So I figure I'd go a little early, a couple minutes early, and then Jeff could come right in here. So let's talk a little bit. So today is an interesting day. Wait, let's check out Frosty. Frosty is down. I don't even know why my wife still got him there. We might as well just get him up. But so today is interesting. It's Jeff and I doing our show as usual, the Opinionators, and we are going to do our usual show. So if you guys know, we cover Stadia news, we cover Stadia community news, and we also covered any drama. So we'll be covering that as well. So you guys will have an interesting show. But guys, I am the master of vlogging. So I've vlogged my whole life. I've vlogged shows I watch. I just put up a review today. So you know, that's what I do. So a little bit about the channel, if you're here for the first time, is I vlog everything. So that's one component. There's three components of this channel. I'm the master of vlogging, so I vlog everything. Okay. Number two is I'm the all-purpose champ, and that's my gamer tag. On any platform, you can find me, and you know, I play games, so I game stream as well. And then it's the cowboy. Now, for me, guys, I love entertainment. Okay, so I'm not like everybody else in a sense where I stream and stuff. I'm a game streamer or I do a journalist, whatever. I look at things as I'm an entertainer. I put my cowboy hat on first, and I entertain. That's what I do. So just know that sometimes I'm dulling it up a little bit. Maybe I might exaggerate a little bit. Maybe I might get a little extra, right? But that's the entertainer in me. I'm also a actual MC, master ceremonies. So I also host weddings and stuff like that. You can see a bunch on my channel, right? So just know I'm always out to entertain. Now, I'm always out to entertain me first. That's the thing you guys got to know. I'm entertaining me first because I spend a lot of time doing this YouTube stuff. And so I got to enjoy it first. I got to. Now, what I hope is the people who enjoy it, they gravitate to me. So with that said, you put those three things together and you get the king of content. So I'm going to get this show started because Jeff and we got a show to do. Let's go.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. All right, man. I'm glad Jeff isn't here to tell me I'm new. But guys, it's on my channel today. So I want to play my channel intro, but this isn't just about me. So no, my guy Jeff and I we have a show to do today, the Opinionators. But before I do that, let me just get into these comments real quick. Yeah, Climax is going down. Fans or gamers are here. Holtz is in the building. Spectre's in the building. Oh man, the ghost with the most. So without further ado, I know Jeff's gonna want to kill me because he's probably like, dude, let's get the show on the road. But Jeff, come on, man. You know we gotta play the Opinionators intro, so let's do it.
Hold on. My dad says we have to rename the show. What did you say the show should be called?
The Opinionators.
The Opinionators.
Same difference. All right, Jeff, what's up, man?
Oh, am I here finally?
Yeah, just a little bit late, like you know. What's going on?
Sitting in the waiting room.
Well, you got here early, so
for 20 minutes.
What's up, man? Talk to me, buddy.
Happy New Year. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year, man.
Merry Christmas.
We got a show today, but before we get into that, how are you, man?
I'm got a little stuff to talk about later, and so because of that, I'm awesome.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad you're excited for what you want to talk about later. And what are you doing New Year's night, New Year's Eve, or to bring in the New Year? What are you doing?
I'll kill you.
Whoa.
My son is stealing my food. I can't tell you. I'm going to reserve the answer to that question.
Okay.
To later in the show.
It's later in the show. Okay. So I'll start off and say, my wife.
But I can tell you, not a lot because there's not much we can do. Any bar or restaurant has to be closed by 11 p.m.
Oh wow!
At night, every night. They did not extend that to New Year's.
Sure.
So if you look at any of the bars and restaurants nearby, they're all saying, hey, come celebrate New Year's from 7 to 11. We'll do champagne at 10 and then get the hell out at 11, go home.
Yeah, make sure you get home.
13,000 cases, 35% positivity rate. They're coming up with some new rules. They're saying if you feel like you've got COVID, if you've got COVID-y-like symptoms, just assume you do and isolate. Don't bother testing. Because the testing system is overwhelmed.
You know what's crazy about that is before COVID, right? Ask yourself, you just gave some numbers, 3,400 people, right? A day.
13,000 people tested.
13,000.
35% of the people they tested.
No. Tell you what's the numbers of people who are getting it a day is what I'm.
It was 13,000 yesterday.
Okay,
35% of the people they test positive.
I just want to know how many people. Okay, fine. We could go with that. So here's what's funny. You did mention that if you just feel sick, right? But the thing is, it's as if people forgot the cold and the flu was a thing, right? So it's like if you would have said, like when people say like, oh, 40,000 people died yesterday with COVID. Now, if COVID was never a thing, I'm sure they would have been like 40,000 people died yesterday from the flu. Like what I'm saying is, it's an interesting thing, these numbers.
And so what about the people who died with the flu or other stuff? Like as if that don't exist anymore. Anyway, well, that's a whole nother show. But so let me say what's up to some people. I see E Money is in the building. Brandon said mic drop. He said I am streaming that day and tomorrow on SVC 1 p.m. Oh yeah, he is also doing a Stadia Bash community stream. 79,000 new cases in Florida, Kel F said. 35% positive rate is very high. And Gandhar, what's up? I haven't seen you in forever.
It was 20 something yesterday or the day before, and now it's 35. That's 1 in 3. 1 in 3 people they test are testing positive. So now they're just saying if you have one of the symptoms, just assume you do and isolate. And if you're unvaxxed, isolate for 10 days. If you're double vaxxed or double vaxxed and boosted, then isolate for 5 days. And if you're feeling better, then you're good to go.
Right. So look what Gandhar said. He said, today I found out that there was a pandemic in 1968, which was worse than the COVID, but nobody was scared and just got on with life and business.
I've not heard that, so I'll have to need some.
What's up? Windstar's in the building. Windstar, you got competition, man. Because my guy, Ninja Guy X, aka Maurice, was singing like crazy.
Did he name himself after the minivan?
Is a minivan called Maurice?
No, Windstar.
Oh, Windstar. That's a good question.
That was the very first. That was the very first. Oh, Stephen. Hello, Stephen. That was the first minivan, the Windstar, I believe. They invented the minivan.
Fair enough. And Hope said another 2 people I know this week has got COVID. So I'm gonna get to my thing, right? And I'm gonna try not to make it long, okay? And
so like 2 hours. Okay, cool.
An hour and a half. But I'm gonna really try to speed through this thing. And I'm only here because one, I love the entertainment value. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys talk trash about me, I'm probably gonna make a video and make a spectacle about it. I'm just being upfront and honest. A lot of people say, oh, why you say that? Say it behind closed doors. I don't like to do that because people like to twist and turn words, as you're gonna see in a moment from now. So I want to say this. I'll first start like this. Yes, I'm gonna mention Eddie. Eddie is my prime target number 1. All right. I'm going after Eddie, but I'm only going after Eddie because he went after me. Just remember what I said. Eddie came after me. I was minding my business as I should, and this is how this whole thing started. So, what I always try to tell people is you can't tell someone how to retaliate, right? So if my kid is at the playground and a little girl going to push my son in the sand. All right, let me say it the other way around because it's going to sound real bad. So I make it really bad on the other parent. So my kid pushes a little girl down in the sand and the dad walk up and just kick my kid. Like, what are you doing? But guess what? If my kid never pushed this little girl down, my kid would have never got kicked. So keep your hands to yourself, whatever. So, yeah, long story short, we're going to get into it. Now, what am I talking about? Well, first, I'm going to say this. You guys know the Stadia Bash community is doing a 1-year celebration. We made 1 year. 1 year, Jeff. 1 year I've been putting up with you. Almost 1 year I've been putting up with you. So I reached out to everybody I know. I'm going to start the story off like this. I reached out to everybody I know and asked them, would they be a part of the bash, right? Birthday celebration. So that was, I guess, last week, right? Eddie was one of the people I reached out to. He kindly said, sorry. And I don't really like to talk. So here's my one thing, disclosure. If you guys put anything out in public, me and Jeff will tell you. What do we say, Jeff?
It's fair game.
Public fair domain. Game. It's public knowledge, right? You put it out there. Now, if you inbox me and it's just between you and I'll keep that between you and I, right? I'm not going to be showing, messages when, Jeff is trying to get me to get to his OnlyFans. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But
thank God Sierra doesn't. When I slide into her DMs, good thing she does not does
So-
not post those when I slide in there.
So you'll never have to worry about me doing stuff like that. That I will never do. But what I will say is, if you put something out in public, that's part of me and Jeff thing. We're kind of like the TMZ, the Stadia community. We do cover drama. So anyway, I hit Eddie up and said, hey man, would you be a part of the thing? And he was real nice, kindly said, no, I appreciate it, but no, thank you. I said, okay. So look, dude, if you could come on for 5 minutes. He said, no, thank you. I said, all right, cool. I said, well, I just want you to know, maybe I'll do a stream and I'll thank you because you personally, man, you were one of the main people. Me personally, it was him and Ray. Ray was really popular. And when Ray decided to do the bash, I was really excited. Like, wow, right? I told Spectre, I'm getting a cyborg dude. I barely knew Ray at the time. And then Eddie, Ray, me and Spectre was trying to get Eddie. And I contacted like everybody. And Eddie said, yeah, man, he had to talk to his wife, got back to me in a couple of days, so I'd do it. So Eddie was the anchor of the show. And when the show and Eddie's spot ended, we did our podcast. And we was like, oh my God, we got Eddie Player One. This big guy, man. He's been in the community since day one, right? So I said on here before, with Jeff and Ryzak was here, that Eddie could stand on my grandma's grave. And yes, my grandma passed away. And Eddie still could do no wrong to me because I still thank him for being a part of the bash because that meant a lot to me. That gave us motivation to do another one. We was like, yo, we got Eddie. Here we go, right? So it's a true story. So I never said anything bad about Eddie. Eddie took shots at the SBC twice. I'll tell a quick story. Once, when Duncan and them no longer was doing what has Stadia done now for the SBC, because that was originally a show created for the SBC, they decided not to do it. So the first show they decided not to do it, Eddie came on there, or somebody said, is this still part of SBC? And Barry said, no, it's not, but he'd rather not talk about it. And then Eddie, and I'm watching, right? And Eddie was like, oh, you mean that network where all they do is just take your content and put it in a playlist? I'm like, dude, why is he throwing shade? So I put a post on Twitter, and you know what? Man, that caught me on a good day. Plus, I listen, I got a lot of love for Eddie. So I just made a post and listen, just so people know, the SBC, we're not about building the channel. We're about building the streamers or the content creators. We don't even show how many subscribers we have. It's all about them. So to say, oh, your channel's not big, that's not what we're here for. We're about you guys. So then months later, on Cloud Nation TV, JD was saying at the end of the show, he was like, what are you guys doing? So JD used to stream for the SBC. So he said, this week I'm doing this and that. So somebody said, oh, is that going to be a part of the SBC? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I got to figure out. He's joking. They got to pay me enough, right? And again, Eddie was like, oh, the SBC. And I'm like, I'm watching. I'm like, dude, what is this shade? Like, again, he was like, oh, that channel, and all they do is take they take your content and put it. I'm like, yo, what did we do to Eddie? Like, as far as I know, I don't know anybody that did anything to Eddie. I never said nothing bad about Eddie. Now, maybe I said something, maybe I got in a quarrel with one of his friends and he feels some type of way. I don't know. Let me know. But I never said anything bad about Eddie. So it was a shock when I got somebody contacted me and said, hey, listen, did you see Eddie's page? I was like, no, why would I see Eddie's page? I don't know. And they said, oh, well, you should check it out. I was like, all right, whatever. So I go to Eddie's page and we're going to do this together. So let me just put up Eddie's page. And it's cool because he never took it down. So kudos to him. So we're going to go to Eddie's page. So I go to Eddie's page and I see it says, what is a clout chaser, right? And he gives the adjective for clout chaser or the definition, whatever, right? And I'm like, okay, well, what is that? Why do I even care to see this, right? So then it goes down. He said October 2019, Stadia Player One YouTube channel is born. Together with just a few new content creators or dedicated channels, right? So I'm looking like I still don't get it. Whatever. Let me pull this one up. He said, here's an example of people I don't F with. One of my worst decisions I've made in 2020 was joining the bash. meaning Stadia Bash. Whatever you say, that this is just a trash talker character, and it's just because I'm a wrestling fan, I don't effing care. For me, you're just a clout chaser. So he posted up my post I had the other day when I said, it has to be said, but my channel's been around since 2011, and I don't plan on going anywhere. Now, I know a lot of people have a problem with that. I started off by saying not many people would like this, but it has to be said. So that's personally on me, my channel, right? So I read that. I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay. So then he said, let me see if this is, he was just giving thanks to a bunch of people that he met from the Stadia Bash community, like Cloud Gaming Dad, Ryzak, Stadia Pro Gaming, Blake, and, some people he said he do F with. He said, all right, let me read what he said. He said, the rest of the network, all right, so let me read it. He said, there are people that I've had the pleasure to get to know due to the so-called network. Cloud Gaming Dad, Ryzak, Stadia Pro Gaming, Blake, the rest of the network, I already knew, I guess, being straight to the point, I just don't give a F. The so-called was, whatever. So I'm like, what? So this is where it is. He puts this up. Now I got to cock back, aim, UB, pop champagne to this. It's your moment. This is it. As big as you're going to get. So enjoy it. Had to give you a career to destroy. And so he has my face with the little, aim, target, whatever. And I didn't realize that was an Eminem song. And somebody hit me up, said, yo, why is Eddie got you with the Eminem song? I was like, oh, I thought that sounded familiar. So, why Eddie is my question. Maybe you and Jem are really cool. And Jem said he was leaving the community. And I put my post up the next day that my channel isn't going anywhere. So I'm assuming that annoyed him, and then he made the post about me. But other than that, I never said anything about him. So anyway, let me not let the comments run away. Let's see. So we're gonna get into the comments real quick. My guy Winstar is in the building. Let me see. What did Winstar say? Minivan. That's funny. Let me see. Coffee table. Okay. Things public social media. Yeah, I mean, that is true. What's going on, Michael? Ryzak is in the building. Let me see. Eddie did a lot for the Stadia community, but you could see that he took the SG&E news weight. Yeah, he did. So, and I actually made a video about that. And I actually pulled up the actual video when he but that's to each his own though. Eddie did say, and this is funny, I always had Eddie's back. Whenever we talk about people who left the Stadia community, I said, listen, you got to give Eddie a pass. Eddie literally said what brought him into Stadia was because he was really into the future of them having cloud native games. Once they closed SG&E, what he wanted the most is gone. So that's a valid reason besides some people who jumped ship because of whatever feelings they had, Never heard that term before. Or the clout chaser, yeah. Let me see. Toxic as Britney Spears. Let me see. Killshot Eminem. There you go. All right. Vet is in the building. Machine Gun and Cowboy. Yeah. Machine Gun Cowboy. Oh, man. Let me see. Did anybody find out why Jem? I have no clue about Jem. Honestly, Jem was one of the people I didn't talk to that much. So I don't really know Jem that much, actually. He was one of the people, for whatever reason, our paths just didn't cross that much. So anyway, I'm almost done with this. And then I'm going to have my little closing speech. Let me just pull this up. So Eddie had a thing where he said he was going to explain the whole story of pretty much him in a nutshell. And this is the reason why I'm bringing this up. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. You guys will have to check it out yourself. It's on his page. But he said October 2019, Stadia Player One YouTube channel was born. So what he's saying is he started his channel in 2019. In February, the community got together. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's all here. I read it a couple of times. Got together and they created a Discord. They decided to do the Stadia Stadia Super Saturday, which was awesome, right? April 2020, Stadia was available to everyone. So that's pretty much when they had the free tier. June, they decided to do another Stadia Super Saturday, I think is what he says. Yeah, there you go. December, a new event has been organized, not the Stadia Super Saturday. It was called the Stadia Holiday Bash. All right, now he's talking about us. It followed the same format that we did with Stadia Super Saturday. All right, where people pretty much, the next person go up, and that's true. But we did a week thing, and whereas that was, all in a day. Anyway, so he said from now on there will be facts and things that are my point of view, not necessarily true things that are my point of view. Will be in caps. So the true stuff is in caps, I guess. All right. So pretty much he said in January, surfing the hype of the event, the Bash community has done. They thought, why don't we make a permanent thing? Which that was all on vet. We're gonna put that all on vet. So the SBCN was born, and with the set of scheduled streamers, doing days, times, blah blah blah. You guys know how the thing go. All right. He said, now this was the beginning of the separation of the Stadia content creators community versus Stadia Bash community. Wait a minute. Jeff, did you feel like the SBCN separated content creators?
Nope.
Does anybody in the chat feel that way? If you was around for that. I'm just curious. Anyway, so let's see. Let me see. February 2021, Stadia winds down on SG&E. February and March, content creators that used to be dedicated to only Stadia started doing more content for other consoles, cloud gaming platforms. So here's what's funny to me. Why he left out that he was upset about SG&E closing, because he should have put that in. He's trying to put the blame on me, and the SBCN is why he lost love for Stadia in the community. But he should have put that the SG&E thing was a big deal to him. Again, I made a whole video. You guys want to go to my channel where I spell it out. But anyway, he said April 2021, the people behind the SBCN continues to push the narrative 100% Stadia committed. So, which is true. So one of my things I used to say is 100% Stadia committed. And that's, long story short, it's called the Stadia Bash Community Network. So why wouldn't the tagline be we're 100% Stadia committed? Now, there's people that do other content. Look at Jeff. Jeff's been doing retro games before we met him, right? But he still joined the Stadia Bash Community Network because when he had a 1 hour slot that week where he did only Stadia content. I don't see anyway. So let's see. All right, where is this going here? All right, so he said, this day I don't understand what being Stadia committed. Oh, to this day I don't understand what being Stadia committed means, because the people from the so-called network played other platforms than Stadia. Well, I just went over that you could play other platforms, stream other content, but for the Stadia Bash Community Network, your 1 hour slot was Stadia content. I don't know why it's that hard for him to understand, but hopefully he watched this video, or hopefully he's actually in the chat and he decides to open his mouth and not just do things behind people's back, as he made this whole thing behind my back and not tag me. Anyway, let's see. Or, well, I'll get into that. Let me just get through this real quick. All right, so with all this happening and deciding to game more than engage, I stopped creating Stadia content, so I didn't had to deal with this. And also, I could start to play some games I enjoyed that were not available on Stadia at the time. To finish this up, removing the focus from the Stadia Bash Community Network and bringing it back to Eddie Player One, the good people of the Stadia community were there for me during 2020 when things were pretty bad. And to this day, I still have contact with them, but not focus on Stadia anymore. To the rest of you, again, this is Eddie signing out of the Stadia community or Stadia content creators community, and to see you, peace. So that's his timeline of how everything happened. To be honest with you, here's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to be that guy, and I don't want to sound like an a-hole. One, I don't care. Two, dude, to put me as public enemy number one, I mean, they always say you ain't doing nothing right until you got haters, and for one man to put it all on me is kind of cool in a way. Now,
well, you are the Stadia ShamWow guy.
I am. That's what they say. I'm the Stadia
ShamWow guy. So if he's got to throw shade, I guess he's got to throw it at you.
Right, and I became the Stadia cowboy now. So anyway, let me get to these comments before we get too far. My guy Chris is in the building. What's up, man? Let's see.
Again, like we've always said, play the games where you want to play. You want to play, like you said, I do retro. I'm gonna, got a little announcement about that later on.
Nice.
I play retro. I also play Stadia. Does that mean I won't play a PlayStation game? If there was something that I really wanted to play, but right now I've got some retro games I want to play, and I've got some Stadia games, and I've got a backlog of Stadia games. That's what I want to play. If somebody wants to do Stadia and Xbox or Xbox and PlayStation, there was also some comments while you flip through these comments.
Okay.
About the Stadia community. I think you made a video about it. I don't know. I don't watch your videos. About the community being toxic. You know what? Every community is toxic. Before I jumped in both feet with Stadia, and I was doing retro and I was doing Madden. The Madden community is way more toxic than and Vet can back me up on that. Ray to an extent as well. That community is way more toxic. Oh, look who's watching. It's way more toxic than the Stadia community is, because there's a lot of people who are mad at the game, and then there's a lot of people.
Well, hold on, let me say something real quick. So, Spectre said, FYI, we weren't the only ones that was pushing Stadia 100%. We got approached by MM2K to be a part of the movement. Not sure why he's so. In one part, he did mention he did say Stadia 100 at one point. I might have went over that, or that was on his post, but there was some point where he did say Stadia 100. So he is also saying Stadia 1. What he's saying is anybody who likes just Stadia or say they just.
I was a little confused about the whole Stadia 100 and stuff. I was a little confused, and then I watched a few people, and they're like, no, you do Stadia, awesome. But if you also want to do something else, awesome. I'm like, all right, cool. I want to keep doing my retro, and if and I think I even streamed, I think Outriders when it was a beta. I think remember when we got the beta for the PlayStation or Xbox. I think I even streamed it once or twice to check it out.
Yeah, I played it too.
I had to use that. I had to download it, but whatever. And I just happened to, the games. What does he feel?
Mr. Earl said about he thinks he got
Ryzak.
Oh, Ryzak said, I felt separated.
Oh, is that what that says?
Yeah. My guy Duncan is on here. Said I'm watching it for a bit. Thanks a lot, Duncan. Here's another thing. People say the community separation. People don't realize Duncan is like my guy, and he's like Stadia hater number one, people will call him. But we're still cool. He has his opinions. I have my opinions. But somehow we decide we could still be cool, But it's about a respect thing. You can have your opinion and still, still be cool. But anyway, my guy Vet, I appreciate it. He said, "Shh, Jeff, you can't speak about other things that are non-Stadia. Everyone will hate you, and you will end up the king of content show." Wait, yo,
he's not
man.
wrong.
He's not wrong.
But that's my point. Is it doesn't matter what community you're in. There's going to be hate. Right. Case in point. So you guys all know that Carlos Bakery, that Buddy Buddy, whatever his name is, the cake guy, the cake boss,
Okay.
right? He's got his own thing. So he franchised out his concept. And so they're right down the street, literally a 5-minute walk from my house. They're putting in one of these Carlos bakeries. It's a franchise being run by a local family, right? But on Facebook, the hate that they're getting is just, how can he move in? Big American chain. No, it can't support him. You can't support him. Look, he's a billionaire. Don't support him. No, it's being run by a local family. It's the franchise, right? The same people who then walk down the street and go to Starbucks. But anyways, besides the point. And they're like, if the coffee costs more than $2, I'm not going there. They haven't even opened yet. They've made a nice, pretty storefront. It's coming, but they're already getting shit on. Right. Every, when you had all those other clowns, and I'm going to call them that, that guys that didn't show your faces, that dropped the N. Even I watched a little bit of your video the other night, and when you cut in those Xbox and every other word was the N word. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, come on. So it doesn't matter, is the Stadia community toxic? What upsets me? And I do try to, when I get around to it, when I see it and I have a chance to comment on Facebook, is when someone says, I love Stadia, it's going to be shut down in a year. No. Right. If you love, end it there. I love Stadia. I like playing the, why do you have to say, but it's going to be because Google's going to shut it down? Because that's what Google, you don't know. There was one guy and I said, so the $1 trillion company you run, how would you do it differently? He goes, I don't run a company. Well, then how can you say what Google's doing is wrong? And how can you tell me what Google's going to do if you don't run a $1 trillion company?
So it's things. It's the difference between people's opinions and people being trolled. Some people just try to get a rise out of you because they know you like Stadia. But that's the reason why I put that clip in my video, because I was like, well, look at PlayStation, Xbox guys. So my thing was to give examples. Is this considered toxic? Is Eddie post about me toxic? Is my post saying that my channel isn't going nowhere? Is that toxic? So what do we consider toxic? How do you guys gauge what's toxic? So if the Stadia community is toxic, how are you gauging it? What are you gauging it by to say it's toxic? So then if this is toxic, then are all communities toxic? If people don't get along at one point and another, are they all toxic? So this what I want to do one thing and then be done with it. But let me go get to the last final couple things. Let me see.
So, what I'd rather people do is don't say, it's going to be shut down in a year, because if anyone else who's just thinking about getting in or got a controller or thinking of doing something, they're like, well, why would I go into Stadia? It's going to be shut down in a year. No, keep talking about it. Keep encouraging it. And if somebody's on the fence or just maybe got something as a Christmas gift and is kind of wavering, they're going to go, if it's going to be shut down in a year, what's the point? That's the part that pisses me. That part pisses me off.
This is what
you don't know what Google's going to do. Don't tell me, Google shut down all this and that, because I can show you what Microsoft has shut down. I can tell you what Apple has shut down. They all do it.
So let me do this. At this moment, what I want to do is say this, right? So people can say whatever they want. And I'm glad it's 25 people watching. And this goes to the newest person in the community. This goes to the person who never heard of Stadia. This goes to Sunny Cloud Gaming, who got 20,000 subscribers. This is for everybody, whether you're on my side, whether you're against me, it doesn't matter. I want to say this to all of you guys, and Eddie brought this up, so I want to say this. He feels that the Stadia Bash Community Network is the reason the community is separated. But let me say this, and let me say this, okay? I'm going to pull up the Stadia Bash Community Network, okay? And I want to say this, and let me just put this on me real quick, all right? Because let me say this, and I'm honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, whoever listening, and I'm dead serious. There isn't one person, whether they're a Stadia hater, whether they're, and this is a bold claim, and I just want you to tell me. That's all. Anybody listening, and you could go call somebody, tell somebody. I want this to reach out as far as you can. You put it on Twitter. Give me the answer. And this is bold. And I'm just being honest. I'm the guy who damaged the community. Let me ask you a question. Whether it's Ace for Cloud Gaming Extreme that got 10,000 subscribers, whether it's Sunny who got 20,000 subscribers, right? And I'm being bold, and I want to challenge any of you to name someone, all right? Name them. There ain't nobody in this whole community since I've been around, and I'm dead serious, that has put more of their time promoting other people. Let me say that again. You can't tell me, I don't care how many subscribers Sunny has, and how many subscribers Cloud Gaming Extreme has, and how many subscribers Bill and Lloyd has, but there ain't one person who put more of their time in for other people than me. Now, I'm going to back it up by showing you. So if I'm the bad guy, you let me know who put more of their time in for other people in the Stadia community than me. So here is the Stadia Bash Community Network page. This has been around for 1 year. Everything I'm going to show you on this page was done by me, not another soul, not a one. Now, did I put all this content on here, meaning I created it myself? No. But you know what I did do? For 1 whole year, every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, some Saturdays, there was a few days I missed. I went to every video you see on here. I went to that person's specific channel the moment they start streaming. Some people I did it after, and I clicked on their stream and I added it to a playlist. I don't care if I was at work, if I was home. You ask my wife how much it annoyed her that I was always doing something for the SBCN. So we're going to go through this. The holiday bash. All of these videos, okay? All the different times. Listen, Ray streams at 1 a.m. my time. And I would be up clicking on Ray's link that added, okay? All of this stuff you see, I took the time to reach out to each person and schedule them, all right? Stadia Bash member live stream. All these streams you see, every single one, I had to go to that person's thing at that moment, that time, all right? Stadia Bash community member created playlist. You see my guy, hashtag media guy, his shorts, Ready, Set, Stadia, all right? It's not that much because this is our new format. All these people, I added them. I went to them. I asked them, did you want to be a part of this? Guys, I make no money off of the Stadia Bash Community Network. $0. This network has no created content, so we will never see a dime. Look at this. All these people. New person. Yesterday, Winstar said, I'll be a part of it. As I'm driving home, I'm on my phone, creating the SBC new little playlist to add Winstar. Now, let's get into shows. We've had SBC and Spotlight, a show I created just to promote all the different content creators. So each one of these episodes is a different person, all right? We got Stadia Hype that me, Ray, and Will came together and made a show. Stadia Bash Community Podcast. Many people was a part of this, making a podcast for just Stadia content creators. It's Ryzak's Game Over Show. The Cloudians Podcast. What has Stadia done now? Even Duncan himself has created a show. And guess what? He inboxed me and we talked about it. Every single person you see contacted me at some point. We figured it out and I put their content on here. Now, special events. We did a Black History Month special event. When the F did the great Sunny Cloud Gaming with 20,000 subscribers host and put on a Black History Month event? The Stadia Bash Community Women's History Month event. When the F did the great Megatron X herself put on a Women's History Month event? When did the great Scarlett of Stadia Source GSN do that? Let me know. When did they? We had different days for games. Stadia Bash weekend. We had the Stadia Bash January Bash that we did. Look at all these people. That ain't all me. These are all different people that wanted to be a part of this so they could be promoted, so they could have different viewers watch them. Their channels could grow. Look, I'm going on and on. We got Ace in here. A lot of these haters. Ace, Eddie was a part of it. You name it, the names go on. They was once a part of this. A part of this. Oh, look. Right? So let's back up. Then we had how it originally started. The holiday badge. Guys, we could go on. If you press this here and click over, we still going on. We had, even I put together a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday playlist. If you scroll up here, let's see. So much content on here. Not sure. Special events. Trying to think, how do I get to it? This says Friday. I just found it the other day. But I got all the different days. And the content goes on. So let's just take Friday, for instance. Guys, if you scroll, oh, this was that special. This was the Stadia, the 2-year birthday bash. So all these different people, we did it for 20 plus hours. I myself contacted every person and scheduled them. This is what I'm trying to find that I want to show you guys. And I'm almost done. Sorry, Jeff. I'm almost done. If I can find it, because there's so much stuff on here. Let me see. Podcast. This was the shows. Special events. Where the heck is it? All right, here's an easy way. Go to playlist. Guys, you go to playlist. You see all the different playlists we have. All right. Created playlist. There we go. Guys, look at all of this content. People who made content on the VOD. Here we go. Here's Friday streams. We had people streaming for over a year. Look at this. I could go on forever. This is all these people content, and different people around the world could see them. And this isn't on my channel. This isn't like I said, hey, why don't you come on my channel and stream? And then guess what? I'm making money. No. That's Friday. All right. Here's Thursday. We could go on and on. It goes on forever, folks, on forever. Every single video you see here, I personally had to go to a person's channel and take their video myself, right? So hold on. I just want to go through this. And you get the idea. So that was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, every bit of content on here, I had to go do that. All right. Now, am I saying I'm the greatest guy in the world? No. Do I say I don't troll people? Yes, I do troll people sometimes, right? Do I say I don't start my little trouble? Yes, I do. Do I say I didn't create a show called Keeping It Real and ask people to come on and ask them tough questions? Yes. But what I'm saying is all of what you see was me, nobody else. So I would like to know, anybody listening, you name one person that put more time in to the Stadia community than me. And I ain't talking about, oh, I got 20,000 subscribers, so I got so many people watching my content. Well, guess what? You're making all that money. I got 10,000 subscribers, and I'm putting out content for the people to watch. I guess you are, because you're making that money. Where's the selflessness? Now, I'm not saying everybody need to do what I did. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, do not act like I didn't put so much into this that nobody else, zero, was doing. You let me know, because I would like to know that person. And I'm challenging everybody who's listening, who's not commenting, anybody, let me know who put more time in. And that was a year of work. Me, a whole year, me, by myself. Now, am I saying I streamed all by myself? No, everybody streamed, but I had to go grab all this stuff be dedicated to put it together day in and day out. That's what I did. To help put the community together, to help build us together, to help little streamers get up there. Look at Cloud Gaming Dad. Ask him. He said himself on camera, I got to get Cowboy. You were the one that invited me to do the Stadia badge. Because of you, my channel got noticed. He had 1,000 subscribers. He gave credit to me. I didn't say it. He did. Look at Alex. Alex, Nimbus Cloud Gaming, got picked up by CGX. Way bigger. They picked him up because they noticed him from him starting his streams and doing it with us. It gave him a name. And we could go on. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm done. I'm going to leave it there. And Jeff, stop yawning. But I just want to say that I took my time, my energy into other people, not just my channel. So when you think about calling me the bad guy, yeah, I run my mouth. I do it. It's my showmanship in me. So if any of you go write something on Twitter, I'm probably gonna make a video about you. But I don't do what Eddie did and write a whole post about me. When I was messing with Eddie and made it sound like I was trying to talk trash, I tagged him. And you know what happened? He showed up to the show because I let him know. This guy made a whole post and didn't tag me. Come on, man. Anyways, but I still don't care because I still love Eddie for him helping us out. Because if it wasn't for Eddie, who knows if Spectre and I would have felt that we accomplished something great. We probably would have been like, cool, but him joining gave us that extra man, let's keep going. So Eddie, if you feel like we ruined the whole Stadia community, you ruined it because of you was the reason we kept doing it. So guess what? You got just the biggest part to play as we did. Just saying. All right. With all of that said, I just want to get that out there.
A lot of cool stuff in the chatty chat.
Well, help me out. What am I missing? Tell me some of the stuff that I passed. I see my guy Crow is in the building. Let's see what Duncan said. Spectre, there has been death threats in state. Oh, really?
Apparently.
Yeah, honestly, that's crazy. But I dare one of you to death threat me. Do it. My damn life is on YouTube. You probably could find my house and know where I work at. Because I'm going to make a video about you. Anyway. All right. So.
Spectre's not wrong here.
Yeah, so no offense, but the world's too soft. There's plenty of other communities out there so much worse. Dude, just watch my video that asks is Stadia toxic? Just listen to the Xbox and PlayStation guys talking about they're going to shoot each other live. I was like, y'all got to calm that gun stuff down. Anyway, Mr. Urban, I love you too, man. All right. Anyway, let me just at least pull your guys' comments up. Has it happened to a couple of people? Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, that is crazy. For the people who are that little to threaten people, that's crazy. But I believe there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there. Ain't nobody, like, first of all, how does people even know where people live at? So let's see. Let's see. What's going on? Eli is in the building. I hope you're feeling better, Eli. Eli had got the shot earlier and it was messing him up. So I hope you feel good, man. Guys, yeah, like Eli said, make sure you like the video, man. Let me see. So Eddie's tweet with X's over the eyes and quote the song "Killed" is toxic. You know what? Personally, for me, I don't consider it toxic. That's just me though. Now, some people might say that's toxic. Dude, I'm a showman. I'm not gonna lie to you, Duncan. I loved it. When I heard somebody said, "Look at Eddie," I looked and I said, "It's about me, bro." The bright idea was like, "This is content." You know how people wear 3D glasses? I wear content glasses. Everything I look at is content. This lamp, my ring light, I made a review on it. Like, dude, so trust me, I'm tougher than that to call it toxic. Listen, and I said it in my video, dude, this gaming. We've been doing this since Atari and ColecoVision. So for me, it's not toxic.
Sega, Nintendo.
Yeah, go on. It goes on.
There's no difference. Everyone's like, I love Sega. I love Nintendo. You know,
and look,
it goes on. It goes on in politics. It goes on in movies. It goes on in sports. So, because most of you are not Cowboy fans, and so you guys are all wrong.
Well, look, Eli wants a January bash. Let's see. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, people. So I'm going to sleep now. Anthony knows my feelings about the Stadia community. Toxicity is no better or no worse than others just because of how small. You know what? And I will say this. You guys do give Duncan a hard time. And I know that Duncan gets pinned as the guy who said Stadia was going to die. And he did say it, but there was people who said it before him. And I get it. He had a bigger, probably his spectrum was bigger, right? So it got branded on him, right? And I gave him hell for it too. But I'm able to say what I gotta say and then move on, right? So he is, I agree with him, he is right. Stadia is so small, everybody know everybody. So if you throw a rock here and it accidentally hits somebody's car, your next door neighbor heard about it, and now you become the super bad guy. But he is right. It's all on what you decide is toxic. I don't think Stadia community is toxic. I mean, can you say the PlayStation Xbox is toxic? I just feel like it's another day in the office. That's just me because it's your perspective too. I don't consider it toxic because I've been around it, you know, so I don't, you know, call it toxic. Inspector said, yes, sir. Hope you feel better soon. So yeah, we got to work on that. Yeah, it's all good, man. Let me see. Ryzen said this show looks radical in VR. Oh man, not
right. He's got the virtual reality.
Yeah, I think he got it for his son for Christmas.
Nice.
Okay, I'm getting there. All right, they're talking about VR. Caliber, what's up, man? I think it was a full moon today. You know what that means? All right, let me see. You don't make much money with 10 to 20 subs. Trust me. My friend has more than 5K subs, and I've seen how much he used to make it. Yeah. I mean, you know, it takes money to make money. Let me see. Next month, keep them posted.
Woo!
Right.
Canada Day.
Canada
I don't
Day.
have a flag. Oh, I do have a flag. Here we go. I got flags right here.
Hold on. When's Canada Day again?
July 1st.
You said, what is it? Is it twice a year or once a year?
How many 4th of Julys do you have?
One.
There you go.
I feel no, because it was another day. You'd be at the bar a lot. I don't know what's going on, my guy. G is always drama.
Yeah, well, now we can't go to the bar, so.
Now you can't go to the bar. It's not drama, Ace. It's just getting it out there, putting it out there, and then move on. That's the thing, right? I like to talk my talk, and then I'm gonna move on. That's all. You know, because that's the thing. A lot of you guys hold it inside, and you be like, "Oh, that guy made me mad." Bro, say something to the guy you got a problem with, and then you move on. That's it. Let me see. Cloud Gaming Stream, welcome to the Stadia Internet household. Proto, you silly. Let me see. Do you feel better? Okay. All right, cool. So, my guy Squids, what's up? He's lurking.
Squids. I was watching Squid 6 o'clock this morning. He was streaming 6 o'clock his time because it was like 9 o'clock my time when I popped into his stream. He's like streaming all weird hours. It's hard for me to catch his streams because they're all over the place. They're either before I wake up or before I go to bed. I don't care about the toxicity. I don't want it to scare people away.
Right.
I don't want people to go, oh, this guy said that Stadia is going to die within a year. So what's the point of investing my time and energy in it? That's what I don't want. Right.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's what people are doing. And I've corrected people on some Facebook posts and some other places. And it's like, you don't know that. Just because, you know, they collapse things. They roll them into other things. Right. They may shut down one thing. I still use my Google Glass and they stopped supporting that years ago, you know? So that's what I don't want is the casual person who may have got it as a present and is just, you know, doing some searching on the Facebook and YouTube and looking up and going, oh, everybody says it's going to die in a year or, you know, in 6 months. Why bother playing a game? Or maybe I won't buy that game if it's not going to be, you know. That's what I don't want.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. When Stadia first came around, that you saw, if you Googled Stadia, it was really bad. When I go on YouTube, I don't see, like, you had big channels saying Stadia wasn't good, blah, blah, blah. Now those big channels don't say that anymore, which is cool. So I do think Stadia is probably in a little better light than back then. You know, still got, like I was watching Ace and he was talking yesterday on his Q&A and, you know, Stadia has a tarnished name. And I agree. But it's not as bad as in the beginning. In the beginning, man, whoo, now so many people got their hands on Stadia. And also another thing is because cloud gaming, Xbox, GeForce now that other people are out there, other companies, now some people are like, oh wow, this does play pretty good. So for me, when I never played Luna and GeForce now. I don't really need somebody to tell me it's great. I almost feel like it can't be that much worse than Stadia. So for me, I don't feel like, some people are like, oh, well, this still feels bad. Me personally, the last few times I played xCloud, it was great, right? I just imagine GeForce Now probably play great, and I don't need to play it. You'll never hear me like, oh, I bet GeForce Now suck. I just feel like cloud gaming across the board, if your internet's good, it probably runs pretty good with. And I hear people say xCloud is the most inconsistent, but I've had some good times with it. So I feel like I don't need. But before,
I used to play GeForce Now. That's how I played. That's how I used to play Fortnite. Why? Because I didn't want to download the game. I didn't want to download it onto my. Yeah, you're saying it doesn't take up much space, a few gig, blah blah blah. So it takes you whatever. Blah. It's just that's right. The only reason I played it, because it was convenient for me. Yeah.
Let me see your comments about turning any drama into content. Does that so does it solidify Eddie's comment about calling you a clout chaser? So me personally, I feel like the clout chaser thing is more of a younger term. I really don't. I think clout chaser, when I think of it, is you use somebody's name to get famous, I guess, or something like that, or get recognized. Me personally, let's say if I hear something in the community, like we're going to get into community news and I cover it, right? Am I a clout chaser? Is that a clout chaser? Me personally, like I said, I'm different than you guys. I'm just going to be honest. So if you get mad or cry about it, that sounds like a personal problem. That's not my problem. I love entertainment, right? It's no different than me hosting a wedding, and I get paid to host people weddings. Coming down the aisle, Mr. and Mrs., that's what I do. I'm a showman. Me personally, I put on my cowboy hat. I come on here, I entertain myself. Right now, my wife is just sitting there like, here he goes, doing his stream. I could be spending time with my wife. But guess what? I'm doing this right now, right? So guess what? This is fun for me, and this is entertainment. You might hear my voice get loud. Bro, it's fun. It's like a wrestling character, right? I enjoy it. But I tell all of you guys, like Eddie said, oh, he said he's a wrestling fan. I am. Newsflash. Now, if you, Ace, might say, well, we don't do that over here. We're strictly by the book, and what goes goes. We're not going to doll anything up. This is my personality. Then that's good for you, because I watch your content. I watch like every show, the podcast and the Q&As. I love it. I couldn't sit through the Q&A yesterday because Jack was streaming. I watched Jack watch his stream over 2 hours with him and his son, right? Give him my time. Here we go. I wonder how many content creators do that. But anyway, the big guys. I'm curious how many of you guys watch other people's stuff. But after his thing was done, I fell asleep, Ace, watching your show. I literally fell asleep watching your Q&A. And you know what I did when I woke up this morning? On my way to work, I finished your show. Now, do you guys be like, oh, your show? No. You know who do? Me. So if I see something in the community and I go make a show about it, and I'm like, guess what happened? Newsflash. And my eyes get all big. That's me entertaining. Guess what? Look how many people are watching today. They all tuned in because I posted Eddie's name for 2 days. That's why they showed up. If I didn't do that, the numbers would have been maybe 10, maybe 15 people watching. So when you guys get mad at me, I'm going to let you in on a little secret if you didn't hear it. I used to be a big fan of the Jerry Springer show. And one of my dreams was I wanted to be a talk show host. I even submitted a video to Oprah when she was doing a contest to find a talk show host. So just so you guys know, that's listening, if you didn't know, I love the hyping things up. If you call it drama, you call it toxic, you call it what you like. I call it entertainment. And you know what you can do? You could also keep going down the aisle. You don't have to watch. But you know what happens? oh, Anthony put a couple things out there. It's going to be drama, and they're all watching. So who's the bad guy? Me or the people?
But you know, it is all about the content. Everybody's got to create content. Everybody does it. You know, Mr. Beast creates videos, once a week, every 2 weeks, and they're crazier and whatever. Why? Because it's what people have come to expect, and he has to do it. So, you know, I know he, you know, and he spends millions on one video, and it takes, you know, weeks to do it, right? It's all about the content. Everything, you know, all of us are the same. If we're doing something, we'll film it. I was out today. I'm going to talk about it later. What's he say, Jeff? I have a counter for you. Taking any fact from Facebook without research is no. It's 100% true. He's too young. He doesn't know what Facebook is.
Yeah,
right. Go back to the basement.
Jerry Springer, not heard of that name since the late 90s. Hey man, Jerry was my guy. He always had his final thought at the end. I was a big Jerry Springer fan, man. Let me see. Skipping over my comments. Oh, my bad. Again, huh? Why am I always doing that to Ryzak? Jeff, why you didn't tell me I skipped Ryzak's comment?
I didn't think you did.
Let me see. Cowboy, do you feel better getting this off of your chest? I'm glad you're back, bro. You were starting to get watered down a bit. Oh, man. Well, Ryzak, you know, without you being here, me and Jeff had to water the show down a little bit sometimes. Now, you know what? Yeah, I do feel good getting off my chest. The thing is, Eddie, he did put me out there. Now, again, like I said, last week I messaged him and invited him to be a part of things, said nice things about him. So all I'm saying is I never said nothing bad about Eddie. So, Ace, you could be like, well, what did Eddie do? Well, guess what? I got a policy called Don't Start No Won't Be None, right? If Eddie never put me out there, we wouldn't be here today, right? Now, I also would say this. If you got the balls to put somebody out there, then don't get mad. So Eddie put me out there. I made a video. I'm doing this stream talking about it. He can't be mad because he put me out there. Even after I said nice stuff. I said the man could step on my grandma's grave and still wouldn't do nothing wrong. But he hates me or dislike me, whatever. So
hate's a strong word.
Yeah, hate's a strong word. Dislike. So it is. See, here's the thing. The difference between me and a lot of guys, I don't care. Bro, it's all good. It's just fun and games. We're on YouTube. Like, come on, man. So I don't care if somebody made a cowboy dive video. Bro, kudos to you. You're making content. That's why I like every video I watch. Even if I don't like it, I like it. Because somebody took the time to make that content. So, you know, yeah, I don't have a problem at all with what he said, Ace. But guess what? You open that door, you don't know what's coming through. You put my name on there, maybe, and you got it. And let's be honest, Jeff, do you think when I read his stuff, I was gonna say anything? Did you think I was gonna be like, oh, cool?
Well, for full disclosure, I'm the one that sent it to you because you didn't see it, right? And so there was one night there was all these posts by a whole bunch of different people. You were probably streaming because that's all you do 24/7. So I sent it over to you and I said, oh, did you see this? You're like, of course not. I'm streaming. Shut up. Come watch my stream. Why are you messaging me? You should be watching my stream. I need the views. Come over here. Dude, get over here and then close it and then open it back up because that's another view. And then close it and open it back up again. I can copy the messages from, when you slid into my DMs, I can post those after I fabricate them. Anyways, I was the one that sent them to you. So I could have just not said anything and then we wouldn't be having this discussion.
That's true. So blame Jeff. No, you know what? To be honest, I miss a lot on Twitter, man. I only got into Twitter because of the Stadia community. Everybody uses Twitter. I don't even ask
if you see shit anymore because you always go,
yeah, I miss everything. Jeff be like, oh, you see that? I'm like, I don't know why, but I miss everything. So yeah, Jeff did hit me up, say, hey, did you see Eddie's page? I'm like, why the hell would I see Eddie's page? When do I go to Eddie's page? He was like, and I was like, well, what is it about? He was like, oh, well, maybe you should check it out. I'm like, why do you want me to check it out?
And then he goes, you didn't send it. Why didn't you send it to me? You should have sent it. Now you're making me go and do some work.
And I was about to not
Why
go.
didn't you send me the freaking link? So I had to go and get the link and send it to him.
No. I went to it before you sent the link. So, so I go to his page.
I thought you could do something for yourself, for Christ's sakes.
So I go there and I see this stuff, and I'm like,
what's Ryzak saying? You don't have to say anything bad. What?
What do you say? right, let me see. Hold up. Let me see. This is when he said I was skipping his comment. As a hey, Ryzak, man. All right, let me see. Isn't that cloud chasing though? Using his name to draw views. Bro, yo, hold up. You gotta be the craziest person in the world. One, bro, I'm a content creator and an entertainer. Like I said this publicly and on all the time. Yo, bring my name up. Like I just said with Duncan. When Duncan said, oh, people threaten people, do it, because I'll make a video about it. Bro, if you don't want to make a video because maybe you're afraid of the backlash, whatever, listen, I'm different than you guys. You guys all got into this thing because you're gaming and you like GFN and you like Stadia. My channel been around since 2011. I'm doing prank videos. I'm smashing my 84-inch TV. I'm streaming weddings. My Christmas, bro. I'm not just gaming. So you guys try to put me in this little bubble, but you're making content. You guys just don't know who you're dealing with. That's the problem. You think well, you should be professional and be like Sunny Cloud Gaming, or you should be like the whole cast of CGX. Bro, I told y'all, don't mention my name. That's what you don't want to do, because I'm the guy that will make a video and have us sitting here for an hour already talking about it. I'm that guy. Now, you don't have to be that guy. So let me look at the comment again. Using his names to draw views. Yes, that's right. It's on my channel. I made it again. Don't start and won't be none. If he never mentioned my name, wait, was his Twitter getting views? Because when I scroll down, I didn't even show that part. We got Dr. Spaceman. We got all those people. Yeah, I second this message. Yeah. I didn't even show that. What if you click on it, the algorithm, oh, he's getting a lot of views. People are reading his stuff. Right? So I'm like public enemy number one. It's the same thing goes around. Somebody put my name on there. Guess what? They probably like, oh, snap, you put the cowboy, you know you're going to say something. You're right. Now, there's a couple of times where I'm like, I don't got the energy, right? I let it slide. But for the most part, I'm going to make content. So Ace, just so you know, because you didn't know, apparently, now you know that I will make a video and a stream about it. Yes, I will do that. Now, if you frown on that, then that sounds like a personal problem. And real quick, because I got to do this, real quick, because it's me.
Why are we here? Why aren't we here? I'll set you up. Why aren't we here?
What?
Why aren't we here?
Why aren't we here? So I just want to say this real quick.
I thought you were going to say you're not here to police
No.
men's feet.
I consider myself a winner, okay? I don't like to lose. I'm not a sore loser, but I like to win, right? So I'm just going to let you guys hear a little message from my pal, Chucky.
Ugh.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke.
Man the fuck up.
Thank you, Chucky. I appreciate that. Wait, there might be a couple people that didn't get this message. Let's play it again. Were you able to hear the whole thing, Jeff? Was it loud enough?
Yeah, it was fine.
All right.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke.
Man the fuck up.
I agree with Chucky. I'm not going to say what Chucky said, but if you can't take a joke, that's a personal problem. Man the up. That's what Chucky said it, not me. I'm just saying. Chucky said it, not me. Anyway, my guy, Nimbus Cloud Gaming, what's going on? I mentioned you earlier, man. Host Jerry Springer still, no, Jerry Springer isn't on anymore. It ended in, I actually looked this up. He was on for 26 years. So I forgot when it started, but I looked it up. It did end because I thought he was still on. Let's see. All right, Cloud Gaming Extreme. I'm going to be honest. Eddie doesn't have that many views. You may not know this about me, but a lot of my friends are huge YouTubers. They are small in comparison. Yeah, well, yeah, Mr. Urban knows people that got like a lot of views. All right, I'm kind of done with this this topic, but let me just read the rest of it and then let's move on. Let's see. You don't have to say something bad to have things said about you. You know that. Yep. Some people have a perception of you that will not shape. I know you are a softie. I'm not a softie. You heard what Chucky said. Let's see. It's not about subs or views. The community knows his name. Oh, okay. Yeah, people do know his name. That's why it was a big deal for me when he joined the Stadia Bash community, or the Stadia Bash, the first bash. I was like, yo, we got Eddie. Dude, we was going crazy over the moon. You know? It was a cool thing. Let me see. Exactly. Came to Cowboys channel after all transpired. LOL, no offense to the Cowboy. But if he was a clout chaser, it didn't help him at all. Whatever. Let's see. OG cloud gamers trying to police the community is cringe. Settle the beef in a game. Yeah, let's do that. Play a game.
Yeah, you did that with somebody in that that other game, and they kept
Yeah.
trying to challenge you, and you kept beating them.
Yeah, Mr. Overworld kept setting them down, but we ain't gonna bring that up. Okay, let's see. It's like the difference between feeling you've been bullied and being roasted. Playing the dozens depends on your love. Yeah, that is true. Like somebody can be joking with you, and you might go home and tell your mom you was bullied at school, and they was like, "Yo, I was just messing with him." Like, really? You call that bullying? Anyway, let's see. He said, right, shouldn't even be a beef though, but the kill zone and editing Cowboy's face is too much. You know what though? I think he was trying to get to me, and Eddie knew I was gonna say something. Eddie known me long enough to know. I mean, honestly, Eddie probably knew this whole thing was gonna happen. So for Ace and all the people who are like, I can't believe we're here. Like anybody who think I was gonna read all of what he, or maybe he was a coward and he said it behind my back. Or maybe he just thought I was never gonna see it. So maybe he did it for his audience to see, and they could laugh and joke and be like, yeah, F the Cowboy. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe he just thought I was never going to see it. But my guy Jeff has the eye on the street. Jeff, nothing goes by Jeff, just so y'all know. Let me see. I only know Jerry Springer is here.
That's because I'm a troll.
Hey, listen, he said it himself. Okay. All right, we're going to get through this, man, and then we're done with this thing. All right, let's see. Jerry Springer. Yeah, Jerry Springer had a bodyguard named Steve. And what's going on, Paul? Yeah, and then he had his own talk show. We got the bots in the building. Ace said, gotta give you a hard time, my dude. Hey, Ace, I know, man. Ace, oh man, Ace is a good, listen, I'll tell you this. And I was gonna actually make a video, and I might still do it, but I gotta give Ace credit, man. You don't see people on here like this. And Ace will jump in somebody's stream. So the thing is, I welcome all opinions, whether you agree with me or not, it's cool. Just know I will have something to say. It's very rare when I be quiet, but I gotta give Ace credit. You don't see, and I call you a top guy because your channel is successful as far as where Stadia is concerned, right? In the community, and you don't see people, man, just going around like Ace. Ace will watch a stream. Ace will tell people to come on his thing. Ace invite people. So I do want to give Ace credit, man. And it's definitely no hard feelings. Ace, I know you and me, we go back and forth. Listen, I troll you. I'll go on his show and ask these crazy questions. He's like this guy. I see him skipping over my questions sometimes. So I know, man. That's the cool thing. But for the people listening, some people probably felt the same way you felt. And those are valid thoughts you brought up too. Either way. But it gives me a chance to explain it, you know. Mr. Irvin was extremely sick. All right, cool. So now, oh wait, he got a question. Quick question. How do we defeat Jeff Bus on I know I'm about to start using the bus.
You can't. And if you watch my last stream, I let Ray win a couple of times. I had way more health, but I on purpose kept crashing into things just so he would win, so he wouldn't leave and get all upset and cry. You know, Will was like, I've souped up my cars. I've souped up my cars. I'm going to beat your bus. And he's like the first or second one out. So you can't beat my my stock bus, my default bus. It's not the bus. It's the driver. It's the driver.
And Mr. Overworld.
Doesn't matter how big or small it is. It's if you know how to use it. And I know how to use my bus.
All right, so thank you for that. I'm gonna start using your bus, so you've been warned.
You can use the bus, but you just don't know how to drive it like I do, and you'll be the first one out.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Earl is giving Ace his shout outs. He said Ace is his favorite, one of his favorite cloud channels. Mine's too. I watch the podcast, bro, every weekend. I don't miss it. I'm busy a lot on weekends, but if I miss it live, trust me, he knows. I watch his content. Zero Games also. Zero Games for me. What's going on? Gave some love to Ace, Cloud Gaming Extreme. And I do mess with them. I think they're a bunch of haters on there. And they're computer nerds hating the console type way of thinking, but it's all good. I still watch them. Oh, he said, don't F with Jeff's bus. Definitely not. Let's see. Spectre, my twin uses it as, oh, wow. Let's see. Ace is in place. Let's see. Yeah, man. Ace, you deserve it though, man.
Can we go back? Can we go back to the Ryzak's comment?
Ryzak?
Yeah.
Ace is the place with the.
Can we just pause for a minute and have a moment of silence for Coach Madden? Coach Madden passed away earlier this week, and he was, Ace was one of, he was a, that was one of his shills. He used to shill for them. So let's have a moment of silence in memory of, wasn't a Raider fan, but you can't deny what Coach Madden did for the game as a player. Although he didn't make the pros, as a coach, obviously a broadcaster, etc. So that's all I want to say. Carry on.
I thought you was going to shut up for a bit, so we could, do a moment of silence.
I did it.
Okay.
I did a stream. Vet did a stream just in memory. I got some stuff to show you.
So listen, I'm done with this Eddie thing. All right. So I'm done with it. You guys heard what I had to say. If Eddie gets back to him, I'm sure he was watching, but he was too scared to say something, but it's all good. But, so I'm done with it, right? I'm not even gonna say nothing else about it. Unless he says something, then I'll probably just make a video. I won't do a stream. Anyway, it's content. I love it. So, and I'm a smaller content creator, man. So why not have different content on my channel? I love it. Guys, call it drama, toxicity. I'll make a video. Just saying. Now, I'm not gonna be cursing and screaming or whatever, but I want to get on Ace now. So part of my news, let me see what Spectre said. So I've seen some crazy stuff out there. Okay, fair enough. Do you have a Discord group? I do. And Ace do, if you was asking Ace. But yeah, my Discord group is All Purpose Champ. If any of you guys want to check it out, I will put the link in there. And you guys can check it out. But what I want to do is I want to get on Ace real quick. And not necessarily on Ace, but on a little bit of news with CGX. So that is definitely in my news. Guys, here's my Discord. I'll pin it if you guys want to check out the Discord, man. We're in there chatting like every day. Me and Mr. Urban Royal, Bruce, and Stadia Pro sometimes. It's a lot of fun. Now, Ace, I hope you didn't leave, but if you did, it's all good. You don't need to be here. Guys, we got a little bit of drama in the community. I personally was falling in love with Jezebeli. Jezebeli joined Cloud Gaming Extreme and was a new person on there. She went ahead and said, listen, Stadia is my preferred platform, and I'm on the team. I got to meet her from Ace doing a Q&A, and I was like, dude, listen, I love how she's backing this up. She's like, listen, I like Stadia for this, and this reason. I was like, dude, cool. We're going to have somebody on there that's rocking with Stadia. So when the guys go bashing Stadia, she's going to be able to be like, yo. So what happened? She did she was on there. Yo, Evans, what's up? So what happens? Evan, you're going to have to rewind the show. Woo! So what happens? They do one episode. She's on there. And then I'm like, bet. Next week, got to see my Jezebeli. Yeah. Hey, what the hell? Ace is doing a Q&A. I write, I'm a big fan of Jezebeli. And Ace is like, oh, unfortunately, she's no longer here. I said, what the? No. Bro, 1 week. Let me say this. Rock lasted 2 weeks. He was the Stadia representative. I know these guys don't have representatives anymore, but I'm telling you this. That's why I said you need a cowboy. Any person who primarily likes Stadia is not gonna survive on that show. Yeah, Holtz likes Stadia, but Holtz also got a 3080 native PC at home. Holtz, you're my guy, but you don't count. Now, that's crazy. That one episode and she is gone. Now, I don't know why she left, and I don't even care. But the news is that she didn't make it more than one episode. And I bet you it's Ace, because here's my conspiracy. Hey, Jeff, you listening to me or what?
Now
Well,
you're babbling about stuff.
Well, my conspiracy is, and I heard Ace say, you got to check out GFN. I'm telling you, you got to check out GFN. My conspiracy is Ace derailed her love for Stadia and paid to give her a 3080 subscription, because today on Twitter, she was like, I love GFN. I tried it, the 3080 for the first time, and I'm done with Stadia. I'll never play Luna again. My only platform I play is GFN 3080. It's the best. I was like, what? That's from what I heard her say live to this. I know Ace wrote that for her. Ace might have hacked her account, and Ace put her up to. All I know is Ace is behind Jezebel, leaving, and Ace is behind her playing on GFN. I know it. I'm telling you, Jeff, I got a feeling. I got this feeling. So what do you think about that?
Who?
What do you think? Oh, he said who?
Who? I don't know who you're talking about. I'll be honest. I have not paid attention. It's been the holidays. I've only been doing a bit of trolling, especially Ray. So I'm not 100% sure who you're talking about. So.
Oh man, can I get on this comment real quick? Because I think the people listening should know this.
Little Stevie's comment here.
Yeah, he said, after all the love I show Cowboys. So I want to say this, and I think this is why I get hate, right? Guys, I don't like to be biased. And I'll say this. When I was trash talking GSN, I guess you call it trash talk, whatever, for changing their name from Stadia Source, right? Then a bunch of
you got to enunciate better, because I don't know if you're saying GS as in Sam or GF as in Frank.
Oh, GS as in Sam, GSN.
Oh, because you were babbling when you were talking. I thought you said GFN.
All right.
So I was a little confused.
So when I was
A,
trashing
who you're
them,
talking to, and B, what you're talking about.
All right. So when I was trashing them, then a bunch of Stadia content creators changed their name. And I didn't want to do it, but I don't like to be biased. I don't want people to be like, oh, that's your boy. I don't want to take up for people. We're all grown adults. Now, if you talk about my boy Jeff, you're just going to talk about my boy Jeff. I'm like, hey, that's my boy Jeff, but he's a grown man. He can handle his own. So a lot of people tag me this stuff so I can fight they fight. I'll fight the fight.
Don't tell me you're never going to take Stadia out of your name and then take Stadia out of your name, because I'll come after you.
Well, so I'll fight my fight. I'll fight your fight if I'm interested. If I'm not interested, then you're just going to ride that out. So anyway, my guy Holtz, you have a special place in my heart, but I got to be keeping it real. You got a 3080, a native, you kind of are a PC guy. I'm just saying. So we're going to move. So I'm just letting you guys know, don't think because we're cool, I won't make a video about you too. I'm just saying. We can be as cool as we want, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie for you. I ain't going to steal for you. I ain't going to shoot nobody. All right? Just like my wife ratted me out. We was doing the show, Sandy Anthony show. She was like, oh, yeah, I'll tell the cops on them. I was like, yo, listen. Hey, friend or foe, I just got to keep it real. So sorry about that, folks. I love you, man. Let's see. My guy Squid is lurking, but he's busy.
Squid says, what did Squid say?
Hold on, wait. Before you get to Squid, he says she saw the light. Hey, Ace, Ace, you promised, the people voted that you should give me a 3080 subscription at least for 1 month. Let me see the light, man. Imagine if the Stadia Cowboy was on Twitter talking about, I'm done with Stadia. I love the 3080. I seen the light. Can you imagine what it would do to the Stadia community? Bro, give me that 3080 for a month.
You mean you'll become the GFN, F as in Frank, ShamWell guy?
Honestly, I'd rather be a
Or do you have to become the who's that other guy? Swift. What's he? Hawk. That
He's super villain.
that other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I love the lunatic things, and I feel like if one day I hope Luna get big enough to actually have fans, because or have a community, because lunatics sound cool, man. Run around, we're the lunatics. They might start tearing.
I love it when people say Luna's the greatest thing, better than Stadia, and I'm like, I would comment, spoken like an American, the only country that it's in. What about the other 200 plus countries where it can't be played? What about that?
It is what it is. He said, once you experience that 3080, it's hard to go back. Well, here's my question, Ace. If you did give me the 3080, are you going to send me a Shield TV as well? Am I going to buy a new laptop? Because this only goes up to 1080p. You know, my 4K TV in the living room, I'm sure it's not even 60 hertz. It's probably 30. So, I mean, how much more money other than the $200 a year am I going to invest in this 3080 to not be able to play Capcom games, to not be able to, all right, let me stop. Well, I'm being serious, but all right. Mr. Urban, we're always talking about making soft drinks and all that. 3080, let me see. Okay, let me see. He said, I should definitely get one or just, oh, they're still talking about their soft drink. All right, so what else we got on the docket? So I wanted to bring that, the Jezebel no longer being a part of Cloud Gaming Extreme thing. Also want to say, guys, subscribe to my channel, man. If you already, I always forget to do that, but you're on here, you like the content, just know that subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Jeff's channel. But man, I'm making content. I make a lot of Stadia content. Here, show it again, Jeff. Show it again. Subscribe to Jeff. Guys, just know I'm the king of content. I stream on Christmas Eve. I stream on Christmas Day. While all these guys taking breaks. Somebody used to do a show on Fridays and it's taking a break because it's the holiday. I'm not saying no names, but I'm still making content.
There's just too many things to go out and wear suits and go out and do events. And I have to go see my in real life peeps. In real life people want their picture taken with me. I have to give what the fans want. Not all the fans are on the internet. There are real life fans that want to see me in person. True. So I got to.
What about this? If Stadia is a toxic community, I never really hear from you other than in this moment, really. So I don't think you have that many Stadia lore lists or not audible ones. Anyways, I don't know if that's for me or for Ace. But let me see. He said I dropped him before he had a PC. No, I didn't.
He's apparently Severin is a Canadian. You'll get to his comment in a minute.
Okay. Let's see, Mister. I'm about to let him test the GFN 3080. I guarantee by next week he'll. Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. All the Stadia people listening.
You're going to like the terminal server version for cloud gaming because that's all it is. You're just terminal servering into someone else's, to another PC and playing the game.
I mean, but does it really matter?
That's all you're doing.
Listen, I don't care how you get the game to me. If you get the game to me and I can play it.
As long as you can play it anywhere and you don't have to download. Those are your two criteria for cloud gaming, right?
And I will say this, though. I do like that Stadia allows me to make content wherever because I love when I was doing my lunch break streams. I was streaming on my car. And I just want to say this because I'm being a little hater right now because, we had beef. But my guy Brian made this cool video. Guys, you know what I found out? That you could stream on your phone to YouTube. I was like, damn, I was doing that a year ago. How'd you just find this out? Brian Chappelle? It's pretty old news. Very old. But I say that to say this. That is cool about Stadia. So, yeah, I mean, I could play GFN. I could play Luna. I could play Xbox. As long as you could get the games to me and I could play it on multiple devices, I really don't care how you're doing it. Like some people say, oh, it's natively cloud, but GFN is running off. But I don't care. I don't care. I never made a cloud game or whatever, so I don't really care how you get me the game. I don't care.
Same when they go, oh, Stadia is running Linux and it's got to be this, that. I can play it anywhere. I played it from the freaking drive-in because we were there early. I had time to kill, and my son was in the long line to get food, and so I played a little SAR from the car while it was still warm. Well, it was still almost, around freezing. So that's I can't do that with a PC. I could have brought my laptop with me if I wanted to do something, but I wanted to play a little SAR. I had my controller. I took a picture. I tweeted it out. There I am. I think my biggest tweet of the year was the one where I tweeted from the car dealership while I was waiting for them. Now that time I was using my laptop because I was doing work at the same time. I had it was taking longer, and I just finished up some stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to play some games. I did it right there from the car dealership. I happened to use my laptop only because I only wanted the bigger screen. Didn't have to, right? And so as I always keep saying, just play the games that you want to play wherever you want to play them.
Wherever, to be honest with you, I don't really care.
So you played Avengers because you wanted to play Spider-Man because it was only on PlayStation, so you played it there because that's the only place. If there was a game, if they came out with a updated Duke Nukem that was only on the Xbox Series X, I would probably go get one just so I could play the new Duke Nukem.
Listen, if they made a Prototype Part 3, because Prototype is my favorite game, bro.
Wasn't he in the chat earlier?
Oh, now that's Proto. So if they made a Part 3 and it was only on PlayStation 5 or Xbox, you might got me, But Holtz, see, here's the thing, Holtz, you're lying now. Because you was on a show and you actually told me the specs of your PC. You said it was a 3080, and Bruce asked you about it. So don't do that. Let me see. You're just gonna say, a fellow Canadian. Okay, cool. All right.
That comment was about what I said, Luna, because we don't have Luna. Yes, we can set up a VPN. Everyone goes, you got a VPN. You get a VPN, and then you can. I know all that. I just can't be freaking bothered.
Oh, Eli said there's no 4K TV. Is that true? I bought my TV when Destiny 2 came out. I don't know. It was like how many years ago? Like 5 years ago? I don't know. So let me see. My dude, you don't even need a 4K. That 1080 max hour graphically settings, native 60 frames per second will probably blow you. I mean, I would love to see it. Like not for nothing. I do got an RTX card, right? My laptop is pretty serious. I bought it just a year ago. It's a 2060 RTX. It's 144 hertz. So I mean, if I was to get the 3080 tier and put it on my laptop and be able to see a clear difference and be like, damn, like when I played Forza on xCloud, it did look better than anything I've seen on Stadia. It was the best looking game I've seen this year. I'll be honest. So if I put the 3080 in and I'm just like, I don't know. I just never seen another game like you were mentioning on one of your shows, right? Dude, Doom, Resident Evil, those games look great. Well, I'll say Doom. Doom looks great. The Division 2 looks great. Is the 3080 gonna have on my laptop make me be like, whoa? I'm curious about that. Let me see. Cloud Gaming Extreme. My one problem with GFN is that you have to pay in order to play your own games. So here's the thing. If I like something enough, I'll pay for it. I've been paying for consoles my whole life. So I pay for the console with 0 games, and then I got to pay for games. So to be honest with you, the 3080 is no different. Now the only problem is after a while, I will feel like, okay, if I stop with the 3080, now I got all these PC games and I'm not a PC guy. So that's my only problem. I'm afraid to get into that ecosystem. And then maybe one day I get into PlayStation and then I feel like I don't want to pay for the 3080s and I don't want to download. And then I got all these games on PC for what? At least with Stadia, well, I can just keep playing my Stadia games because it's free, right? Now I could play the GFN games in the free tier, but then I got to worry about the hour and the queues. So that is a little bit of a difference. Let me see. GFN has no appeal to me. Let's see. Where's the Monster Hunter? Ooh. Where's Blizzard games? Ooh. Where's the Battlefield? Ooh. Let me see. Pre-order Steam Deck. I'm not sold on the Steam Deck so yet. Let me see. It says Squid. I need Monster Hunter. Let's see. Yeah, I was Monster Hunter was the only game that took me away from was the first game to take me away from Destiny when I was diehard Destiny guy. See, Jeff is interested in getting the Steam Deck. No, Jeff will definitely not get the Steam Deck. Tell him, Jeff.
I will not get a Steam Deck.
Say don't like
the only reason I have a Steam account, to be honest, is my idiot son clicked on a link that he shouldn't have and got his account stolen by some Russian hacker. I'm saying that because the email that was attached to his account was, something.ru.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way I could find to log a support case was to create an account. So I actually had to create an account. I had to then log a support case. And in their defense, they did a great job. They messaged me back the next day. They said, yeah, we can do this. We just need you to verify some stuff. What did you buy? The last 4 digits of the credit card that you use, stuff that only we would know. And we replied all that. And they're like, all right, yep, that all checks out. We'll send you a link to the email we have on file and reset his password, and off he was go. And then they put this lengthy thing in to make sure he doesn't do this and this and then, all the safety stuff and whatever. That's the only reason I have a Steam account. I probably wouldn't have one. I probably wouldn't even have one if it wasn't because of that. So I had to help him out and jump through some hoops when.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So Evans, you're used to that 3080, playing at home in one place. So, that's cool. GFN needs to get better games if they want to get console games to come. Yeah, so it's cool. 0 games for me. You were in my one video. I actually took one of your comments and added it in my video when we were talking about GFN. Where's the Rockstar games? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be things that miss games. Here, I'm tweeting out Collins real quick. But let me see real quick. Jeff, I got another thing. Yeah, Jeff got to tell us about. Sandy said you got to tell us about your New Year's plans.
That's true, I do. I have big New Year's plans. Huge, ginormous announcement.
Wow.
Huge. Record breaking.
All right. So we're about to get to your huge, ginormous announcement. Let's see. Oh, another thing in the news. I could have started this off, but yeah. So Jem, which Jeff had a beef with, Jem, are you the reason why Jem left the community? Stop.
Oh, because of one tweet I sent them and mentioning him on this show, that would cause somebody to completely give up content creating. And you know what? I don't think, and you guys can all tell me I'm wrong, and you guys can all at me later, and you can in the comments, you can comment on the video and do whatever. He'll be back. They're always come back. Every creator, and yes, you're probably going to find someone who hasn't, but most.
I was thinking of people who did already.
No, I was going to say most people like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing it ever again. I'm done with all of you. And then, hey, I'm back. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you want to take a break? Take a break. Just say, you know what? I'm having some issues. I'm not feeling it. I want to take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. Right? To say that is a lie, Ryzak. I am calling you a liar right now. If Grace and Chaka said we will do game over, you will come back.
Right.
If there was a special Stadia trial of Rocket League, you would be back. So when you say you won't come back, Grace is not gone. Grace has not left the planet. Grace has moved to another job within another company within the Alphabet ecosystem. Does that mean she is gone forever? She will never tweet. She will never do her show. She will never stream. She is not gone. So if her and Chaka or Chris or anyone else from the Stadia team, someone who replaces, someone said, yeah, you know what? Let's do game over. You will be there. Guaranteed. And when you come back, I will be the first one in your chat calling you out, calling you a liar, telling you your pants are on fire. Anyways,
well, listen, Eli said enough with the huge announcement.
That's why I said it, Eli. If you look at my message I sent to Anthony, I said I have a little announcement I want to make, because every announcement he makes is huge. If you go back, I even renamed one of the streams, and I said, we have a little announcement, and that's when Isaac was retiring, and
Bryce said I won't come back. Please explain Jim and Jeff beef. Oh wow, you wasn't aware of that? It was hilarious. I don't even remember what y'all was beefing about, but you was on Twitter. You and him going back and forth. It was hilarious.
I think I sent him one message. I called him out for something. I don't even have to. I don't even remember what it was. He made something and I called him out. Anyways, he'll be back. I can name off a whole bunch of other people who said, I'm done, I'm quitting, I'm never streaming again, I'm done, I'm retiring. And I'm like, fuck you. You're going to be back. Just say I'm taking a break. It might be a month. It might be 6 months, right? And I'm saying bullshit on Ryzak. He will come back. I can guarantee he will come back.
Be back.
He will be back.
Here is the link for Collins, guys. Once we end the stream, you guys can go to Collins right now if you like. But he is streaming right now, doing his regular Thursday, and he's consistent, man. He's been doing his Thursday night stream forever, ever since. So check him out. I'm gonna show him some love myself. Let me see. Grace abandoned ship. Ooh. Now she got another job, man.
She took a different job, a move up at a different company within the alphabet.
Wait. I said to you, how do you know it's the move up?
Because she went from a community manager to a program manager. That is a step up.
I don't know, bro. I feel like a program manager. I feel like.
Do you know what a program? Do you want to know? Go Google what a program manager does at a software company. And then you go, oh yeah, that's a sideways move or that's a down move. It's a step up.
Who do you think had a harder job? Community manager with all these morons and trolls, or that program manager that's sitting in a little cubicle?
They're different jobs. You can't say one is better or harder than the other.
But that's what you're doing. You said she got to move up.
Yeah.
Well, you just said you can't say one is better than the other, but you said she got to move up.
No. I can't. You can't say that. What dealing with the wing nuts or dealing with the internal politics. You can't. That's they're two different.
I don't know.
They're two different.
It might be rough. She might be like, man, I missed the Stadia.
She very well might. I missed the wing nuts in there, and I know Isaac does not want to give me the satisfaction. He will be back.
No,
even if it's one stream, he will come back at some point. He will come back, and I will be the first one in there to call him out when he comes.
I'm gonna be there too, call him out on his nonsense. I disagree with this. So, Koji said, saying you're leaving something publicly feels like you're telling people, don't talk to me about this anymore. No, so her job was a community manager, so she had to make an exit. She had to. That's part of her job. No way Google was going to let her just disappear.
No,
like that's bad branding. Like it would have looked bad. Yeah. You have to announce that publicly.
Yep. Inspector's got a Eli and Inspector both have some interesting comments. Both not wrong.
Let's see. Skip your comment. Oh my God. What comment? The one that says, okay, maybe Eli?
No, I think it was the one where he won't give me the satisfaction, which I addressed.
I'm stubborn, Jeff. Whatever. Let me see. She's a software engineer lead with his higher position. So she's overseeing all of the people building software. That doesn't mean anything. You don't know how much she gets paid. You don't know what she was getting paid.
It would be a higher salary because she would be responsible.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had both jobs before. So you know for a fact. Oh, cool.
Actually, I actually have been a program manager.
Oh, you was your Stadia community manager?
I was not a community manager because that didn't exist back in the olden days. But I've been a program manager, and he's right. They manage all the different pieces because you got quality, you've got programming, you've got testing, and then everything flows. And then the program manager takes it up to it producers and all that other stuff, right?
He said he's talking about content creators, not Grace. Yeah, I mean, Jeff says this all the time. Jeff said, "Why you announce it? Just leave." Jeff, that is what you say, right? When people are like, "I'm leaving."
That's more if you're like, I'm done with this. I'm not going to play this anymore. Then stop playing it. Fuck off. But if you're a content creator and you want to take a break, then take a break and just say, I said I was taking a break from my Friday retro streams because it was Christmas.
Right.
I had in real life events to go to. My in real life fans wanted pictures with me in my suit and my costumes. And
Nobody wanted no damn pictures with you.
I had to, I had to appease the in real life crowd, right? So I didn't say I was quitting. Other people, other people have said, I'm done, never coming back, never gonna stream again. And then, there was somebody, I forget who it was because I don't follow them. And I saw it days later, but they said, that's it, my last tweet. This is my last tweet the next day. I'm back tweeting.
No,
like it didn't even, and I sent that clown to you. I'm like, it didn't even last like 12 hours. Like, dude, like.
Well, hold on real quick, man, because I just want Chucky to let people know.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. But fuck the losers you can't take a joke.
Man, the fuck up.
Yo, that show was awesome. All right. Anyways, so anyway,
all right, let me get to my stuff.
All right, go to your stuff.
You've talked enough. Go into Discord and look what I sent you. So I did a little shopping today. I did a little bit of shopping. So I want to talk a little bit about what I got. I picked up for the PlayStation 1 Madden 99 in memory of Mr. Madden, who passed away. For some of you that watched I did a special Christmas Eve edition of Die Hard trilogy, because Christmas Eve, if you're going to play a game, it's got to be the game based on the greatest Christmas movie ever. But I also found Die Hard Trilogy 2 today. So yes, I have that also to stream. So I picked that up. And then also in memory of our good friend Coach Madden for the Nintendo, I got 93, 94, 95, and 97. So and then I also picked up for the Sega Genesis. I have Madden 94, so I also picked up Madden 95 for the Sega Genesis. I also picked up for the Sega Genesis I picked up an NFL Football 94, but I also picked up for not only the Sega Genesis, but the Nintendo, the game featuring the greatest quarterback of all time, Troy Aikman Football, the greatest quarterback of all time. Mr. Urban World, they were all that much in Canadian pesos. All of those. This one was that many Canadian pesos. So $4.99. The other one was $4.99. That one was $4.99. So they're all $5 or less. And then, how much was this one? I have no idea how much this one was, but it can't be something similar. Oh, I also picked up Madden 95 for the Game Gear, which I don't own yet, but at least when I have one, when I get it back. So again, and then I also picked up, which leads into my huge announcement, Sonic for the Sega 16-bit system, which I have now hooked up. I have now hooked it up in with all the other stuff. There is a picture because I can't get the camera over there. Let me just close that. There we go. Oops. So there I've hooked up the Sega. And so now I will be so everyone's asking what I'm doing for New Year's. I am going to do a test stream tonight, and then tomorrow night for New Year's Retro Gaming Friday night will be Sega. So I'm going to be doing Sega tomorrow night at some determined time, I don't know yet, probably maybe 10 p.m., a little later in the evening, getting closer to midnight. I have to spend, I'm going to be spending the day with my parents. And so it depends on when I leave and when I get back. So it might be 11 o'clock. It might be, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern rolling into midnight hour. I don't know. But I am going to do a test stream tonight just to see how it works. I had to pick up a couple of adapters. I had to pick up a couple of things, et cetera, et cetera. Eli said he stopped streaming because it was time consuming, but never said he quit. Dang, those retro dollars must run a lot of dollars. I saw that would only cost a few dollars. So they were all $5 each. So there you go. That is my minor announcement, is that retro gaming is now going to include retro gaming Friday nights is now going to include Sega games. Maybe not all these Maddens, but I may play Troy Aikman. But I did get Sonic, pulled that one out. That was the only one I could find that I had left. So anyways.
Well, that was some exciting news, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Big announcement.
Yeah, big announcement.
Oh, Eli says he still makes videos. That is awesome. Again, I'm not saying anything about you, Eli.
Well, let me ask you a question.
It's the people who say they're quitting and never to return, and then
Jeff, let me ask you a question.
They return.
When are you going to do something for me? Because when is Shadow of the Colossus coming back?
When you tell me there's a Friday night that you're actually sitting around not doing anything.
You know what? The last couple of Fridays I didn't go to movies, but you said you were done for a little bit. When do you bring? So are you announcing that retro gaming is coming back?
Retro Gaming Friday Night was back last week because Christmas Eve was a Friday, New Year's Eve is a Friday. Next Friday will be the first of the month, so it'll be back to SpongeBob. Where the hell is he?
Yeah, you didn't know, but Eli does still make videos.
I did not know that. I guess I somehow missed them in my notifications.
He doesn't do screens, but he make videos.
Yeah. But SpongeBob and I will be back next Friday, and then I'm gonna get into some other PlayStation 1 and some Sega games. So I plugged my Sega in and got it ready to go.
Now you know what's crazy? You stream SpongeBob so much that somebody actually mentioned you yesterday on their stream.
Oh, who's that?
Jack was playing SpongeBob with his son, and he was like, "Yeah, the person in the community that plays this the most is Jeff," and he mentioned you. I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." People
I missed that
from playing SpongeBob. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. Now I know. I got my consoles. I know there's a big debate between consoles and emulators, and not everybody has consoles, especially the older stuff. So, and I'm not against emulators. I just prefer my hardware. I choose to plug in my hardware. So dug out the Sega and got it all connected and wired up, and had to buy me this little bad boy.
Nice. So with that, I guess that allows you to hook it up to a newer TV,
or HDMI. So yes, but I have it into my capture card.
Cool.
So I have it into my capture card.
Yeah, I never had a capture card. I bought one for an old show I used to do, but I didn't deal with all that stuff.
Right there.
Anyway, so what's next, Jeff? I'm out of stuff. I'm out of people I know what it looks like, but I had bought an Elgato a couple of years ago when I used to host a video game show.
I just bought that one for $25 off the Zon.
Okay, now I spent $170 on one, but
yeah, I don't make cowboy money.
And the funny thing is, I donated it to the show. Anyways, so what? Anything else?
There you go. Did you see my Discord message?
I did. Do you want to talk about that?
Do you want to talk about it?
Hey, Jeff, we don't have Ryzak here, Jeff, because and we might get in trouble and people might feel some type of way, but my philosophy, if it's public, I'm just saying. So, Jeff, all you got to do is say,
I saying nothing. If you want to talk about it, if not, that's okay too. Question to the Cowboy. I dare you to tell the Stadia community that you will leave Stadia if PlayStation Spartacus has a date games. Well, just because if they do a Spartacus day and date doesn't mean he has to leave the whole community because of one game.
Yeah, you know what? So here's the cool thing about Stadia. So what he's getting at is a good point. I am the type of person that I'd rather have one thing, right? I don't like to. Even my friend of mine, she's like, dude, TikTok is getting popular, bro. You gotta start making TikToks. I'm like, I used to put a couple up on my wife's thing, but I'm more.
Oh yeah, we saw those.
All right, fine. So I'm more focused on. I'm better focused on one thing. Now, I say that to say this. I would rather just play on one system, one video game platform. But the cool thing with Stadia is it's free. So you don't feel like you're investing to be in an ecosystem. You could just buy a game because your friend got it on Stadia and cool. It's not like your friend's like my one friend. He's an Xbox guy. And I haven't talked to him in a while. We talked yesterday. Said, man, I wish you would get into he's naming these Xbox games. Bro, one, I'm not buying an Xbox. Two, then I'm gonna have to get an Xbox subscription. Like that's too much. But I could primarily get into PlayStation, but still be a Stadia guy because it ain't no skin off my back. You know, maybe I just stop doing pro, but I still buy games on Stadia. So that's the difference with Stadia. That's why I made my video that said the greatest advantage of Stadia is it's free.
Oh shit! It's the first in 2 days. That means there's gonna be a whole new stack of pro games.
New pro games.
And I haven't even finished playing or even started. I never got back to Falconer. I never even tried Foreclosed.
Oh, my wife was playing that yesterday.
I commented on a Facebook post today. I said, my problem with Stadia, too many damn games. I said this last show, stop with the games. Oh my God. I haven't even gotten a chance to play. I wanted to get back to Falconer. You know, what he did for the game and stuff earlier. I want to show him some support. I just have not been able to. Now, it's my own fault because, and I said this before, when Super Animal Royale comes to Stadia, I'll be playing it every day. And damn it, I have been playing it every day. Even when I was spending some time with my dad and stuff, I brought my laptop, played a few rounds, trying to complete some of the dailies and the weeklies. And
when I came home today, that's when my wife was playing. The other day, my wife was going to stream, and she was like, what should I play? I said, play one match Super Animal Royale. She said, I don't feel like it. I said, just play one match. She played one match and then played for the rest of the stream. Dude, it's my most played game right now.
Me too. I used to play Red Dead because I used to go in. I used to do all the dailies, and sometimes I would just, and sometimes I'd be streaming and I'd see Crow, and I go, Crow, did you do your dailies? And in Red Dead, it's like, oh crap, I forgot. Because we wanted to keep the little streak going, so that way you got your thing. And then then Rockstar gave up on Red Dead. So have all of we,
Mr. Urban,
and understanding that the Bounty Boys will be back for the SBC and community
tonight.
To the bash tonight. Ray will be there. I'm going to try and join in.
Dude,
with Ray tonight.
What do you got to do to be a bounty boy?
Show up.
How many people could play?
Unlimited.
You know what? I'm coming tonight. Damn it! Tonight, the cowboy will be a cowboy.
I think though in his posse, I think you can have 6 in the posse.
Okay.
So if he's doing a bounty mission, there may be only 6. So if him
and
Kev and Wilson are there, and me and you and whoever else joins in.
I'm off work
and again, if there's 6 or 7 people that are in, I'll just bow out and stop playing and do whatever, right? But the last couple of Fridays, I did join Ray when he was doing his Wreckfest Friday nights, which I really enjoyed. Anyways, there's some new pro games coming out. I forget which ones are coming out on Saturday.
Did a whole video on it.
I don't watch your videos; they're too long and too annoying.
No, I started making shorter videos. Anyways, but yeah, you got.
Anyways, yes. No, I forgot. The first is a couple of days. Yeah. So I'll probably stream. I'll probably see what the pro games are. I may stream one or maybe do a quick first look Saturday morning. I'm going to be spending New Year's Eve at the parents' residence, and then I'll be back on New Year's Day as well. So cool.
So your New Year's night, you're going to kick off playing some retro games.
I am.
That's cool, man.
I will be playing on the Sega.
Cool. We are. My wife we bought tickets. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we're going to a comedy club, and the comedy club includes dinner and dancing. So they're gonna play music. So I'm gonna get my dance on.
Can't do that here. Dancing's not under COVID. Dancing's not allowed. No dancing.
Hey,
The entire province is now like
I
Footloose.
just
No
want to get
dancing.
your attention.
Can't do that here. Can't do
'Cause
that in
you
Ontario.
already know
Dancing.
what it is.
We've gone into the world of Footloose. No
Tonight
dancing.
we're gonna do a lot of sex.
No dancing.
Oh, sorry.
Everything shuts down at 11. So by like 11:15,
And-
everybody will be home.
And look at this guy. Super Animal is your most played game. It is right now. It is right now. It's the game whenever I fire up Stadia, I'm like, you know what? Let me play a quick game. And next thing you know, half an hour go by. Because what I love is games that have short modes. And I love battle royale games, but damn, sometimes I'm like, bro, it's the next time the circle is getting smaller is in 12 minutes. I'm like, what the 12 minutes? The next time is in 8 minutes. I'm like, dude, this match been going on for like 28 minutes. So Super Animal is quick matches, man. It's intense.
One enhancement I did open a case and I said one enhancement I'd like to see is a direct steal right out of Fortnite is that when you die, get right back in. Like instead of saying okay to all, going back and then readying back up, especially if you're in solo mode, right? So if I die, all right, okay to all. Now I click okay because I want to see all of the little things that I want. I want especially the animals, see which one I got. But anyways, you could do an okay to all or okay to all and ready up, and then take you right in.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. So instead of you have to go into the lobby and start again, yeah, it is pretty fast though.
It is. It is. That's just because I'm then okay, I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna watch some porn, I'm gonna click Y and whatever. So if I could just bypass part of that, get me right back into the lot. Huh?
Okay. All right. Ace said, now I see why Stadia is your preferred platform. Let me see this on that 3080. Apex, nah, bro. I don't like Apex
Cloud
Legends,
Gaming
man.
Extreme. I'm old. I'm blind. 30. That means 0 to me. You know, when there were people going on saying that Ark was unplayable because it was not 60 FPS, and I'm like, I played it for hours on stream. What are you talking about? I'm old and blind. I don't care about that. They're like, oh, if it's not 4K, if it's not 8K, Project Storm's always doing crap in 8K. If I'm watching it on that TV or this monitor, neither of them are 4K. So going off in Project Storm, love you, but go do an 8K stream means 0 to me because I'm only going to watch it on 1080p on YouTube because that's all it's given me because that's all I got.
I was watching him stream earlier. Man, I watch everybody, but I was watching him today. But here's the thing.
But I know, but everyone's going on. Oh, it's got to be this, and it's got to be this. It's got to be this. That's why my new phrase: if it's not 980 FPS on, whatever 64K, then it's unplayable.
Let me say this to Ace. All right, Ace. I didn't fall. A lot of people I know are like, I haven't played games in 28 years and I got back into a Stadia. No, I was still playing PlayStation, ever stopped playing video games. And then I started to play Stadia at the same time, but I still was buying my games on PlayStation, playing Stadia a little bit, and then Stadia wowed me, right? Now, bro, I played Apex Legends the day it came out. So trust me, you name a game, I was into it on PlayStation. I don't care if it's on the 3080 because I stopped playing it when it was on PlayStation. Apex is all right, but it's just something about it's way too much for a battle royale. You got too much customization, and then it's in the realm of Titanfall. Why we can't get in a Titan? I don't know. Let's see. Ace said, "Look, I understand. Sandy. Oh man. But come on, my dude. First is look, Ace was just talking about you. Like showing Brittany and stuff. Yo, man, all these people coming in here to my stream.
Yeah, he's talking about you.
Let's see. First Power Rangers. Hey, wait. Jeff is SpongeBob. Don't put that on me. Don't put the SpongeBob on me.
Now you know why I play SpongeBob.
Yeah.
See, Ace, that's him. That ain't me.
And you know why I play SpongeBob.
I don't know why you play SpongeBob.
Two of my biggest fans watch my stream. They are both 15-year-old autistic boys. They are their mother created Spencer.
Yeah.
And so
y'all can talk about this out there.
hey, be quiet. I'm talking.
My bad.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Go away. Get your own damn show.
That's rude.
So it's rude that I'm streaming.
Yes,
All right,
it is.
let's
You're rude.
wrap
What,
this
it
thing
is
up,
rude
man.
what you're doing, Sandy.
That was
Sierra, Lena, Michelle, Carly,
me.
Jimmy,
Michaela.
whatever the hell their names are.
And Brittany's in here now.
Oh, God.
Tell Brittany to be quiet, Jeff.
Brittany, be quiet.
My bad. I'm the quietest one though. My bad.
That's
Anyway.
not saying much in that household.
Jeff.
That's like saying that you're the brownest squirrel in the household. Well, they're all brown. It's just that like saying you're the quietest one in that household.
There's a high amount of white people in my household, Jeff, just so you know.
I don't know who lives in your house or not. I don't know. Santa saw some people on a stream the other day.
Listen, this is real right here. Hard to argue anything you've said, Anthony. Well, thank you very much.
There you go.
Sure.
Anyways, I play SpongeBob because two of my biggest fans, a couple of autistic boys, they love SpongeBob. They love watching me.
Mhm.
Their mother created Spencer. They love Spencer. So that's why I play SpongeBob is for them.
That's cool.
And
man.
every Friday night, they come home from school, they order pizza, they sit down, and they fire up my stream.
But
and-
besides when you abandoned them for a couple months.
It was 3 weeks. I took 3 Fridays off.
Oh, wow. It seemed like it was longer than that.
It
when you
was
said
3 Fridays.
Good for you, man. But you should have just streamed those 3 Fridays. Anyway, no, I definitely am not. Hey, you would have been past it, and you'd have been like, I never quit. But now you're a quitter, and you want to be a winner, and you know what Chucky says, right? Right, just saying.
I'm laughing at Steven's comment because it's so true.
Hold on, what did he say? Just like my dad, start shouting until he gets the right. Yeah, that's definitely what Jeff is doing.
I don't know. I am the first to admit I don't know the names of anybody in his house. So I don't know. Every time he turns the camera on, there's different people that I don't think I've ever seen before. So it's just, I don't know. He's walking around at Thanksgiving, and I'm like, who are these people? I didn't even know who these people were. There was all sorts of different other people that I'd never seen before. So
Jeff, can you let my guy get shine one last time?
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke.
Man the fuck up.
All right, so that's what I got to say for this whole video. For anybody who had a problem with anything I've said, for anybody who actually like Apex Legend, get a real game like Super Animal Royale and listen to what Chucky just said. Be a winner.
So if you can, so Cloud Gaming Extreme, he said that makes sense, Jeff. So there is a reason why I do things. It's I like the game, but I have I have these friends and they enjoy it and they ask me to play it. And Mr. Urban World, if you can pro his, I'm gonna say it now. You've heard it here first. If there's no Stadia at CES next month, it's dead. That means it's dead. If there isn't a big booth at CES for Stadia, those tweets are going to be coming. And then I'm going to reply and say, if you think Stadia is going to be at CES, just like when they're like, Google I/O better have Stadia, and I would reply and say, then you don't know. And if that's making it toxic, the community, when I'm trying to correct people, that might be. If you think they're going to be at Google I/O, then you don't understand what Google I/O is. If you think they're going to be at CES, then you don't understand what CES is. And then when people, and then if being toxic means I tweet people when they tweet in dormant Twitter account saying, you got to bring this game to Stadia. And I go, there's a right way and your way. I forget who it was, but somebody was tweeting some account saying you got to bring it. And I said, there's the right way. And then there's your way. And I couldn't find the correct. I think I found a support email, but then he did a little bit of digging and he found out that the studio was owned by Sony.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, yeah, it's a Sony owned studio. I guess they're never going to bring the game to anything else but PlayStation. My bad.
I usually watch CES for the phone news. I'm a phone guy, so I hope they show the trifold. That would be pretty cool because I like the folding phones, but I would love to see the the 3 folds. But yo, look who's in the building. If it isn't the voice that I wish I could have, my guy Gamer TV. What's up, man? What's going on, Gamer? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Where you been at? You don't even be on CGX. You quit or what? NVIDIA has confirmed that they'll be there. Okay. GFN might be there. I mean, they announced it a couple years ago, so when they first announced it. But
a graphics card company is going to be at the Computer Electronics Show. Wow, wow, that's shocking that a graphics card company is going to be at the Computer Electronics Show. I'm shocked.
But they might mention GeForce Now, which would be cloud gaming.
Oh, so they're
yeah, but what news? Because I feel like they wouldn't announce games coming; they would announce technology. So they already put out a 3080. So what technology are they going to announce?
3090. What's next? 3090, and then what? 3091. 3082. 3082. Is that next?
Now let me ask Gamer a legit question. Gamer, I haven't seen you in a while. So what I want to know is, did you tune into the show because you heard it was drama filled today? Be honest. Did somebody say, yo, did you see Cowboy's thumbnail? He's kicking Eddie in the face. I'm just curious. Be honest. Look, Ace is like, I don't even see him no more.
He just said,
he's been busy. Yeah. What did he say? I've been busy. Something like that.
I think you and Cloud Gamer Extreme should team up, should duo up in Super Animal Royale.
4000 series is next. Wow. Super Animal. Listen,
you and Cloud Gaming Extreme should duo up.
It's a fun game, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what other game I'm looking forward to? I'm actually looking forward to the Fast and the Furious game, even though it's a kids game. But it's like Mario Kart. Stadia doesn't have a Mario Kart type game. I want to drive around and shoot people and stuff. So I'm gonna get that game. Day and date. Are you guys playing Wreckfest? I'm gonna be playing my kids game, just blasting people from behind and slamming into them. And
you had fun on my stream the other night playing Wreckfest.
I did. I gotta play it more. I thought I was gonna play it more than I do. But I gotta put down the Super Animal Royale.
I play that literally virtually every day. I fire it up.
I gotta get a win. We should do duos, Jeff. I'll fire it up right now. You and me see if our first match, can we do a duo? And then we end the show. You want to do it?
No.
All right, whatever. No. I didn't want you to be on my team anyway. You'll make me lose.
Probably.
Dude, the secret is hiding. You have to hide. All right, let's see. Gamer said, hell yeah, LOL. But seriously, though, YouTube notified me you were live, and I wanted to say hi. But yes, drama sells. Keep doing you. But no, Gamer, because the great ace of Cloud Gaming Stream was like, bro, you're cloud chasing if you're mentioning somebody's name. I'm just going to say, if my name was mentioned first, or if I'm covering news, then I'll mention somebody's name. Those one or two things. But I usually just don't come out of nowhere and mention somebody. You know, you got to either bring me up first or I'm covering the news. Just saying. All right, Jeff, come on, man. The show is way too long. I'm trying to get off the show now.
All right, let's go. Let's end it.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. This was cool. I hope we got all this stuff out the system. Remember, last thing I want to say is I have no beef with Eddie. We're cool. And I'm done. Hold up. They used to start in trouble. How about this? GFN will support all Steam and Epic games. Someday release PC games going forward. CES announcement. You heard it here first.
Don't they already do that?
GFN.
Don't they already do that? Don't they support all the Steam and Epic games now?
Oh, all. Yo, dude, that would be cool as hell. See, this is what I don't get. GFN streams computer games. Like, you already got to buy the games. Why they don't let you? You know what? For me personally, that would be cool. Because when they pulled that, all the companies pulled out on GFN, because you know they was gonna start to make money. They had tiers. I'm like, but still, they're still buying the games first. What's the problem? That would be epic, man. Listen, I don't have beef with GFN. GFN was still my cloud hero because they brought the mighty 3080s, and I was able to talk trash to the PlayStation and Xbox guy. There's something more powerful. Then I had some guy on Twitter. No, PlayStation is more powerful because I said, bro, what do you mean? They got a 3080, they got 35 teraflops, blah, blah, blah. No, but PlayStation still, think about it. Wait till they stop doing PlayStation 4 games. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna leave it alone. Maybe you know more than me. Hey, host, I know you said you wanted to say a lot today. You know, we did pull your comments up. I feel bad if there was more you wanted to say, but thank you for tuning in as usual. Thank you for always coming on shows. Going forward, you know, Jeff, if I want to have a guest on my show, I'm having a guest, just like you had Santa. So
I never said you couldn't. I never said you couldn't have a guest.
Well, you know, I just feel like it's you and I show, and you might be mad if I had to, you know, if I didn't clear it.
I wasn't here last week. Santa covered for me, and then I heard Santa brought Will in.
And I heard he brought Ray in too. Look,
and Asterisk Vet Gaming, whatever he's known as now.
Yeah, you know, every Tuesday he changes his name to something different. So
it's true.
You know. All right. Well,
I think that all had to do because it was Santa.
Probably.
If you guys don't know what you're talking about, go back to last week's stream on my last week's video on demand on my stream. We miss you too, Ryzak.
Miss you too, man.
We miss you too, buddy. Come on back and make some content.
Yep, but I will have to say this though, Ryzak. In my book, you're a loser because you quit. And with that said, Chucky want to tell you this.
He didn't quit. He retired.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar
Is
panels?
this?
The number one reason. Actually, just because most.
Why don't you download the video and put it on your channel?
Wait, where did my video go?
Just hit skip ad, noob.
No, hold up. This ain't even the ad no more.
Just hit.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's not. You somehow. God, you're such a noob.
I don't know what it is.
You're a winner.
There you go.
And you know what winners
There you go, Ryzak. You need to hear this since you're a loser.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say.
Hold on, Anthony. Hold on.
All right, you got another loser in here I need to play it for? Oh. Well, why couldn't I just finish playing my video?
See, Anthony, when people go on about Stadia and it's shutting down and this and that, I just remind them that I'm a glass hole. Let me take these off. I'm a glass hole, and I still have these. I still use them. So, STFU.
Hold on. Let's see.
There was a request in the chat to show the googly glass.
You know what's crazy? It looks like it was a prototype or something. It doesn't look fleshed out. All right, so hold up.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke.
Man the fuck up.
So Ryzak, get back to streaming, man up, okay? All right, with that said, we're gonna get out of here.
We'll convince Grace or Chaka or Chris or somebody to do game over, and then he'll be back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
And
guys,
then I'll be right here calling him out,
I will be too.
finding that clip. He said never.
So anyway, we're gonna leave you guys with our awesome intro from our guy Bruce, who made the music. Said, Jeff, make it happen. And we're gonna get out of here. What are you gonna eat today, Jeff?
Sorry?
What are you gonna eat today?
Oh, I have a picture of what I ate.
Oh, you ate dinner already?
I did.
Okay, we're gonna get Taco Bell, $5 box. Oh, what's that? Salad?
Yeah.
Nice.
With
What's salad got?
there's some meat inside, and some bacon bits, and some beef strips, and
Nice.
so
All right, guys.
I can't wait. It's 8 o'clock. I can't wait to 8 o'clock to eat. I'm back into intermittent fasting. So
Nice.
11 to 7.
Nice. Did you see that? Did you ever see that I did a video on that? I reviewed intermittent fasting for 3 months.
No, I don't watch your videos.
Okay, well, yeah, I did it for 3 months and I got great results.
I did it for. I kind of fell off the wagon during the summer.
Okay. I mean, I did it for over. I did it. I just.
I did it for like a year. I did it for like I did it for a long. I did it for a long time.
Yeah,
I think we talked.
Even now, I don't eat breakfast. Yeah, it's just a part of it. You know, it's just.
Yeah, but
I don't
see,
follow it. I don't follow it heavy, but still, like, I don't eat breakfast. It's kind of like, you know, I'm still got that part of me. I don't get hungry until like around 12. But
yeah, for the 2 months that I was dealing with all my parents' stuff and I was away a lot, I was eating breakfast and I was doing stuff, and I just really fell off the wagon. So I am back on the intermittent fasting.
So my Discord is crowded right now. Oh wow, I gotta check it out because that one guy actually.
Mr. Urban World, I still have my coffee in the morning. I just won't have anything to eat between 11 and 7. I am indulging in a nice beverage tonight.
And so I still drink tea. So the thing is, people don't realize what helps is to drink something hot is like an appetite suppressant. So I will always drink a hot cup of tea. Now, you're supposed to drink black coffee when you're doing the intermittent fasting, or you could use Splenda. So I used to drink green tea with Splenda.
I only put milk in my coffee.
Well,
sugar, nothing.
Yeah, but what kind of milk? I was to the book with the intermittent fasting. Like I actually looked up what has sugar and what doesn't, and what you can and can't do.
I don't know. So, 2% milk.
Okay.
2%. 2% milk. Ryzak, I am making a video for you about bagged milk. Don't you worry. It is coming someday. Someday.
Oh, he loves black coffee. Yeah, I can't do that. Well, last time I drank coffee was the late 90s, so I don't drink coffee anyway. But.
I like milk. I do everything wrong. I got to get in Speedo shape for the summer, though.
Got to get there. Don't worry. On New Year's Day, Jeff, my vlog for that day will be me working out. I'm going to try.
Have you not done 365 of those? I got a feeling you've been doing those for like 500 days. Are you?
No.
They seem like they've been going on forever.
People didn't realize, or they didn't check me on it, but I missed a couple days. So I doubled up a couple times, but yeah. So, and now I added my Stadia content in with it.
I don't watch your videos.
I know you don't. All right, let's get out of here, Jeff.
All right. See you.
Later.
Watch for my notifications and tweets. I may go live later and do a test stream of Sega.
Cool. I'll be there. Later.
Later. Hold on. My dad says we have to rename the show. What did you say the show should be called?
The Opinionators.
The Opinionators.
Same difference.